It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Goddamn, shorty so fine. Like a treadmill, she be running through my mind. On that booty, she got a nigga geeking. Having fantasies of me and her, can that be squeaking? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Hey, Jupiter booty, can you twerk some?
Niggas put that booty while we cooling up and hooting. You know how we do this. The old school trooper. Smartest. We smoother than the smoothest. The hardest, the rulers. They can't get through us.
Shorty got that booty.
Good morning. The feature always takes me out. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. Shorty got a booty like Rapunzel. What he be saying? Make that booty fall like a domino. Jupiter booty. Could you twerk something? Jupiter booty. Could you twerk something? That's a hit. I don't care what nobody say. That is a hit. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to you guys. It is Tuesday morning. Happy Tuesday. We are here in the building. Shout out to everybody, y'all. It's Tuesday. But we're gonna make it work and we're gonna make it do what it do. And we're gonna Joce or whatever the case may be. We got a few things to discuss. But ultimately, I need y'all to get the likes up on the video. Shout out to each and every one in the chat. I appreciate everybody for being here. If you haven't already, let's get the channel up to 50,000 subscribers. We can do that. Like I say, I don't ask for a lot. I swear I don't. I just be wanting subscribers, girl, so y'all can come back. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, okay? I've been thinking about the Dollhouse. I miss the Dollhouse so much. I can't. I feel like I lost a home. So I'm working on getting the Dollhouse back. Even if I don't get that channel back, I'm working on another channel. But we got to have another place to juice. We got to have a place. Like, this is our business side. This is the side, where we code switch over here. We at work. We got to be somewhat politically correct, but we found all the black people that work together and all that's cool now. Like, it's almost like we all work at the same job Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? Over here at this channel. And all the black people that know each other, we all done clicked up and we get together every morning and jokes. But then on Saturday, Sunday, and the evenings, if we won't have a good time and not get in trouble, we need the Dollhouse. So I am working on getting the Dollhouse back, y'all, or at least a replica of the Dollhouse. I don't know how that works since they took the channel. Talking about a protected group that I still don't know who is the protected group because I don't go after groups of people. So now it's making me think somebody had my channel taken. Because protected group, who is the protected group? But then again, I do be saying some crazy stuff. But I don't recall attacking a protected group. But either way, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, okay? The puppets are protected group, Shaylo. Shaylo said the puppets. It has to be the puppet because that's what they told me my doggone infraction was. When the dude said, how you get a voodoo doll time to talk? I'm like, that ain't no protected group. What the hell? Shaylo, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey, Boo and Acorn family. Caught the live early. Sad I missed the last one yesterday, but I'm here today. And that's all that matters, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got a show today. Listen, we gonna get it back. We gonna get it back. Don't worry about it, girl. And it's the worst part. They doing me dirty, and I ain't even hardly got no subscribers, girl. Wait till the subscribers come. Girl, they doing the dog dirty, and I ain't even hardly got no subscribers yet. Oh, girl, wait till the subscribers come. Wait till we get in the 6-figure subscriber number, girl. They ain't gonna be able to take me, huh? Girl, they gonna be evil. Oh, they gonna be evil, girl. And I'm gonna be here for it. Okay. But we'll get into it, y'all. We got a show today. Tyler Perry and the Oval. Now it comes out. Some other guys said that toilet paper in them was around there running a whole organization where they was over there taking booty. Now I don't know how true it is. I don't be around there at toilet paper studios. However, we do know that we have heard rumors about the toilet paper surroundings. So I don't know. We'll see. But this man that came out, said he done settled, had NDAs, and he talking big money cash shit, naive. And I believe him. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? So I believe him. We'll discuss that. Charleston White apologizes to Carmelo Anthony and his family for getting it wrong. We'll discuss that. Funky Dineva, Funky, after going viral for apologizing for his job back yesterday, now came out and said that black people is just finding a reason to have an issue with Essence, and that Essence wasn't all that bad. We'll discuss Funky again today. Amy Lucciani, her beard and her have broken up. Yes, that's right. Dwight Howard and Amy Lucciani have allegedly filed for divorce. And girl, we over here saying we told you so. We'll get to that. Suge Knight confirms what we've all been saying, that Ray J unalived Whitney Houston. He round up with Tasha K. We'll discuss it. And Rickey Smiley is around here saying FBA is up for deportation. Did I say deportation? Is that a word? Deportation. It don't matter. This is the point, okay? The point is, they're gathering their sheep herders for their sheep. You know, we talk about that all the time over here, to gather them and get them all up in arms, okay? That's what this is all about. So y'all come on in, get the likes up on the video, subscribe to the channel, please and thank you. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. I feel like I deserve 50,000 subscribers. Yeah, unapologetically, I do feel like I deserve that. So can y'all please help me out? I appreciate y'all. Sorry, y'all. I ran this morning because y'all know I be working out. Because I done set my behind down here at this chair for the last 2 years, and I done got fat. So I be working out now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, every content creator will tell you, sitting behind this chair on here playing with y'all make you fat. Well, technically, it's sitting behind this chair and then getting up from this chair and going to the other chair that have the good food. But because I don't want to blame it on me, I'm going to blame it on the internet. So, yeah, when you sit down in this chair, it make you fat, okay? So I had realized I was fat, which I'm normally in and out of fat anyway. So welcome to the party. You're late. So either way, I'm in and out of fat. There's a fat girl living inside of me. I can never get rid of the bitch. And as a matter of fact, sometimes we get into fights and she wins. And the last time she won, I was fat. But either way, I was running recently, and I'm losing weights for the haters in the bike. Okay. But either way, yeah. So I was thirsty. So if y'all see me drinking a lot of water during stream, it's because I'm outside in these streets. When y'all sleep, or y'all on y'all way to work, dropping them badass churn offs? Well, no, they ain't in school now, unless they in summer school. But when y'all up in the morning, sleep and all of that, girl, I am running around these corners, girl. What did you own? Bald head and all, running around the corners. Bald head, nappy head, all around the corner. Don't care. Girl, you think I give up? Don't. Plus, nobody know me around here. So it works. I can run around here with no bra on. Well, I gotta have a bra, but I can definitely run around here with no hair in my head and be bald head. Because I don't care. I don't know nobody around here, girl. Please. Y'all don't know me. But either way, yes, that's what I be doing in the morning because I'm trying not to be fat again. For now. And plus it's vacation time. So yeah, you already know what it is. Pictures will be loading. Dedication to Turks and Caicos will be August 23rd. I want to say 23rd through the 27th or the 28th, something like that. We'll be doing the dedication. Still deciding on my white toes and my white nails. Stand by. Speaking of dedication, they still going in with the Tissa thing, huh? They still going in with Tissa, girl. I'ma just say this. I'm just gonna say this. Like I said, people will fight for the right to be lied to. That's all I can say. And I ain't here to argue with nobody. I'm not hating on nobody. Listen, I got 40-something thousand subscribers. Girl, this whole fight is above my pay grade. If we could be completely honest. The whole fight is above my pay grade. But hey, don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Subscribers don't equal money. Don't ever get that twisted. Subscribers do not equal money. So let's be clear. But either way, yeah, this fight is above my pay grade, but I just feel like we need to let it go. And I don't think that I'm hearing people wanting to file charges. I'm hearing Ratchet TV want to file a lawsuit against Nancy Grace because she was on there with Tissa talking about Tissa. What's going on, Tissa? Why are you in that car, Tissa? Tell the audience. Tissa, we have Tissa tell. She is a Nancy Grace reporter on the ground. Tissa, why are you in that car? Tell everybody on the channel. Why are you in that car, Tissa? What's going on, Tissa? And look at Tissa. See, listen, Nancy, see, the fact is, Diddy is a monster. And I literally had to grab my things, be rushed out, because see, the fact, see, Nancy, the fact, and I'm just sitting here like, and although Ratchet is wrong, yes, he's wrong. He shouldn't have yelled at her. But girl, he didn't put his hands on her. He didn't call her out her name. You know what I'm saying? Not all of the fake people on the internet. Oh, he's horrible. He's disgusting. It's a woman. He's attacking her. And y'all know that didn't go like that. Y'all, if you got to be honest with yourself, I don't care whose side you on. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Y'all know it did not go like that. That girl said Diddy had paid people, allegedly. This girl said Diddy paid people to come and attack her, and she had to be ushered out of the door. Come on, man. Come on, man. I get it. You might not like Ratchet, and I don't know Ratchet. You might not like Tissa. I don't know Tissa. But come on, man. Let's be honest. Come on. If that ain't a Karen moment, I don't know what is, bro. And according to what I'm seeing, they say she Filipino and allegedly. I don't know. They say she Filipino and something. I don't know, but it makes sense if it's true, it makes sense. It makes sense because, like I told y'all, Tissa has not been raised in Black culture. She just hasn't. You can tell she's a pretty girl, but I think the problem is the ignorance of my people in race. My people don't understand that just because you have melanated skin does not make you Black. My people think that anybody with melanated skin are Black. So when my people see brown people, they automatically assume that they're Black. They did the same thing with Scamala, remember? They did the same thing with they do the same thing with Kai Cenat. A lot, they just see melanated skin and they assume that we're all the same. That's why the old folks say all skin folk ain't kinfolk. We got to tap back into that. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. Remember that. So we see melanated skin and we assume that we're all the same. This is the trick, and I need you guys to hear me. This is the trick. They know that we're not the same. They know it. Listen, I'm not talking about Tissa. I'm not talking about nobody. Listen to me. You have been played. You are being played. You have been tricked. You are being tricked. Everybody is in on the joke except foundational Black Americans. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. I need you niggas' attention right now. Take Tissa off the table. Take Tissa off the table. We're not talking about Tissa. Y'all have been tricked. Everybody is in on the trick except you. Everybody knows that they are different from Black Americans. Everybody knows that. I need you to hear me. I need you to hear me. I need you to hear me and believe me, because this ain't even coming from me. Everybody knows that they are not Black Americans. There's not a person walking the face of this earth that is not a Black American who knows or is confused about who they are. Every single person walking this earth know for 1,000% fact that they are not Black American. I don't care if it's a Puerto Rican. I don't care if it's a Mexican. I don't care if it's a Haitian. I don't care if it's a Jamaican. I don't care if it's an African. I don't care if it's a Hawaiian. I don't care if it's an Asian. Everybody walking the face of this earth know that they are not Black American. The only people who are confused about race that walks the face of this earth are Black Americans. You are the only people walking the face of this earth that are confused about race. Do not let people come to America and lie to you and tell you that they were taught the same way. They are lying. 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 They are playing in your face. Listen, Black Americans. Listen. Everybody is in on the joke except you. Hear me out. I'm going somewhere with this, and I'm only emphasizing this because I need you to, if you don't take nothing away from this live, take this, please. Everybody knows that they are not Black American. Everybody. I don't give a fuck if they was born in America or if they was born abroad. They know that they are not you. But this is what they do to trick you. They know that you and them are different, but they also know that you are ignorant. You don't know. You don't know. And it's not your fault. Listen, when I say ignorant, I'm not saying this as a dig. I'm not being negative. I'm not being mean. I'm trying to help my people. Listen, they know that you don't know. They know that through the church, through the school, and through every other institution, you have been taught that everybody with this skin color are the same. They know that. They know that when they come over here. They know before they get here. So this is what they do. They capitalize off of your ignorance. You don't know. You don't know. You think that everybody that looks like this is the same. We're not. They know it. You don't know it. So this is what they do. They come to America and they chummy rub shoulder with you. Hey, Black American, what's up? And you're like, oh, what's up? Because in your mind, we're all the same. I know, I was there. I'm telling you. In your mind, you don't know. We all Black. We all in a diaspora. We all the same. So it's cool. So this is what you do. You let your guard down. You let them use the N-word. You let them engrave themselves in the culture. If they want to rap, they can rap. If they want to act and play our players, you do that because your ignorance won't allow you to see that you're being used. So then once they get in, get all of the benefits, that's when you get the hollering and screaming because they say, first Nigerian award. See, this is how you get played. Because all this time, they got you thinking that y'all all the same. Up until it's time to get that award, or up until something great. First Jamaican, first Nigerian, first Ghanaian, first whatever. And then you sitting there saying, wait a minute. How you gonna delineate? I thought we was all the same. This is what your ignorance is telling you. I feel played. You played me. You said we were all the same. But how come whenever something good happens, you want to delineate? So now Black Americans' response, which is the best, is so cool. You delineate, we delineate. But if you don't understand the difference between who you are and who they are, you're going to continue down the same cycle over and over and over and over again. Because this is the facts. You need a Black American parent, 2 Black American parents to be a Black American. Period. Point blank. Anything else, you are a mixed race or mixed heritage or mixed cultured person. Okay? If a Black American have a baby with an African, that is a mixed baby. It may not be mixed race, but Black Americans and Africans are different. You don't know that. You think we all the same. If a Black American and a Jamaican have a baby, it might be some similarities, but it's not as different as the African, but still different. I know I have a child with a man from Honduras. I know. We are different. Everybody plays with you. So with the Tissa thing, if we bring it back to Tissa, if Tissa is a Black American, and I'm saying that with a big if Tissa is a Black American, she has no Black American cultural roots. You know it, you see it. You know it and you see it. You know, I don't care if you like her or not. Huge if, Tissa Tells is a Black American, meaning she has a Black American mother and a Black American father, you know that she has not been engraved in Black American culture. You can see it when you're on her channel. You can look at her, you can listen to her, and it's no shade. That's not a bad thing. But if you gotta keep questioning people's identity, then why don't y'all think that maybe the question is there because there's a lie somewhere? Scratch a lie, find the thief. I don't have to prove to you that I'm a Black American. It's something about me that you just know. Even if I had to prove it, I could, but I have. My daddy done been on here and told y'all about our indigenous roots. My daddy done been on this channel. My mama done been on this channel. Y'all already know what it is. But if I had to prove it, it's nothing. Mama, daddy, it's nothing. I could get him on the phone. I could get him on the phone right now. But people are running around trying on your identity because it pays well, and they're capitalizing off of your ignorance because you have never been taught the difference between race, ethnicity, culture, nationality. You've never been taught that. You've never been taught. You don't know. And when I say you, I'm not speaking to anybody specifically. I'm saying my people as a collective, we've never been taught anything like that. You want to ask yourself why that is? Why they teach everybody else about who they are, but they don't teach us about who we are? You ever ask, why is everybody up to date on who they are, but we the only ones lost, looking stupid? Why do you think that is? Just asking. It's rhetorical. It's rhetorical. Baby, they all playing in your face, Black American person. Black American man, Black American woman, Black American boy, Black American girl. Everybody is playing on your ignorance, and they are playing in your face. And the longer you remain ignorant and decide to be more entertained and educated, you will continue to be played on. They playing on your ignorance. Same thing with Essence. That's why they're African up there, jacking up Essence. Because if we believe that everybody with melanin skin or melanated skin is us, we will continue to get assholed. But neither here nor there. I'm just saying, if Tissa is Black American. I don't think so. There's an essence about my people. There's an essence about my people that I don't get. It's like hearing a singer with soul. I have a different ear. I have a different eye when it comes to people. I'm just telling y'all the facts. I have a different ear and a different eye when it comes to people. I don't get FBA from Tissa. Nothing about Tissa gives me FBA. Maybe a sprinkle FBA, possibly, but nothing about her gives me FBA. And if we are debating it, you need to ask yourself, why is it even a debate? Where is the guest coming from? Why are we even debating what this girl's nationality is? And if there's a debate, that means that there's questions. And if there's questions, then ask yourself why. But Black Americans love getting played. I love my people, but we slow. We slow as turtles. We love complaining about getting paid. No, we love getting played and then crying about it later. We love it. We do. We will die to get played and then cry about it later. So it is what it is. And I'm glad you said this. H. Fisher says, I believe she is Black. She keeps saying it. The question isn't Black. The question isn't, is Tisha Black? We got eyes. We can see that Tisha is Black, or at least she has some Black in her. But being Black is a skin color. That's not what I'm talking about. Being Black is a skin color. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is Tissa has made her way to say that she's FBA. Tissa has, like everybody else, capitalized off FBA and FBA culture. My question is, if she is truly FBA, why is there a question about it? I don't care about skin color. I don't care about skin color. They got a lot of Black people are indigenous to the world, so I don't care about the skin color. I'm talking about, who is Tissa Tells? Who is this girl? Nobody asks that because you enjoy the content, and I get it. And I'm not here to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to tell you who to enjoy or who not to watch or nothing like that, because I you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I'll say this: if you have to question it, ask yourself why. If you gotta question it, ask yourself why. That's all. Now let's move on. I mean, H. Fisher said, who is the hair and the eyes? I can't really see the hair because she wears the big wig. And I'm gonna be honest, and this is no shade, and I don't want to talk about the girl because Tissa ain't never did me nothing. But I'm gonna be honest. If I could be honest with y'all, let's just talk right quick. Let's just talk like y'all my girlfriend. Let's just talk like me. I'm on the phone with my best friend. I feel like all y'all my best friend anyway. And for my haters in the chat, fuck y'all, bitch. Eavesdrop. It is what it is. But let's just talk like we all friends. If I was talking to y'all behind the scenes, if I was telling y'all what I was like, if I was on the phone with my best friend and she knew Tissa Tells, because she don't be on YouTube like that. But if she knew Tissa Tells and she was like, bitch, what you think about Tissa Tells? If I had to be completely honest, I think that she's extremely successful. I think that she's gonna make a great some type of anchor or something, because she's very animated and fake. You know what I'm saying? So she's gonna do good for TV. And when I say fake, I don't mean negative. I mean like she's very, you know what I mean? So I think she'll do good with that. But if I have to give my critique, she be lying. She be lying like a dog. And people will fight me for saying that. But it is what it is. She be lying. She be lying. She be lying. And I do think that I do question a lot about her, because who is this girl? Where does she come from? And how does she, you know what I mean? There's a lot of questions. I understand that COINTELPRO happens in YouTube too. See, people are going to tell me that I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I understand that if COINTELPRO happened in the Black Panther Party and in the SCLC and the Civil Rights Movement, then I understand that it can definitely happen here too. So do I know for a fact or think or feel like Tisha could do I think Tissa is a Fed? Possibly, but I think it's a lot of people on here that are Feds. Don't give me the name. Don't get me to naming. And the only reason I would question Tissa and where she come from and if she's a Fed is because I've seen Tissa get away with some stuff that I know regular content creators wouldn't get away with. And I'm going to just leave it there. And this is no shade to Tissa. Shout out to Tissa Tales. I just feel like going Karen and putting 20 on 10 with all of that stuff. I think that was wrong. I heard Ratchet is suing Nancy Grace and Tissa Tales. You know? But either way, let's get into the show, honey. Let's get into the show. I ain't gonna name them. Y'all know who they is. And all of them are big content creators. Listen, they got feds everywhere. Okay? Everywhere. You think ain't no feds on this internet? You think ain't none of these? You think if you can name 15 content creators, you think one of them 15 ain't no? Ah! Okay. I'll show you this. I'll tell you this. This is how you spot them. You ever seen content creators that been able to get scathed by a lot of stuff? And I don't care what platform. You ever seen content creators that you felt like, dang, how you did that? Or damn, how you beat that? It's like when a nigga come home early from jail. You know? It's like when a nigga come home early for jail. When a nigga get home early from jail and everybody know he killed that nigga, what everybody be saying? That nigga must have snitched. And all of them not white. And all of them don't have 1 million subscribers. All of them don't have 100,000 subscribers. That's all I'm going to say. Let's move on. All right, let's get into the show. Let's start with Amy Lucciani and her divorce from, what's this boy name? Dwight Howard. But we all knew it simply because Dwight Howard is allegedly gay. Gay is two left shoes, as a matter of fact. But neither here nor there, Amy Lucciani still got married and still told us that that's her husband or whatever the case may be. Even though we know he was around there bending niggas over. Well, she's filed for divorce. I don't know if the ink even dried on the paperwork, but they are divorced and we are going to talk about it. So Amy Lucciani allegedly has filed for divorce from Dwight Howard. And I just want to say, we told you so, dummy. We told you so. And I don't even know why y'all got married in the first place. Let's read these papers. It says the parties separated on or before the date of filing of this complaint and have lived in a bona fide state of separation since that date. Girl, how long y'all been separated? Y'all just got married. Plaintiff is entitled to divorce from defendant on the grounds that the marriage is irretrievably broken as defined in whatever section, and there are no prospects for reconciliation. They got divorced. How long they was married? Further, plaintiff is entitled to a total divorce. This is a divorce, whatever in terms law from defendant. Plaintiff reserves the right to add additional grounds for divorce as permitted by law. How long they was married? How long they was married together? 2 days. Nigga said 2 days. Now, you know, Kirk Samuels, thank you for bringing this up because you're going to help me prove a point. You're going to help me prove a point. Let me show y'all, but I'm going to go with the move because I do content creator. I'm a content creator and this is what I do. And I am the reality show, TV show queen, but I want to show y'all something. Remember how Kirk just showed us that the Love and Hip Hop is coming on tonight? Look, every time a show about to come back on, y'all ever notice all they drama start kicking back up right before the show start? So you got Dwight Howard and Amy Lucciani filing for divorce. And then you also have Young Jock. Now Young Jock is on here talking about his wife and how, you know, he feel like, let me get Young Jock on here. But I'm saying all this to say, I need you guys to understand you're being played. But we gonna go with the move and we gonna, you know what I mean? We still gonna go with the move though, because we being entertained. But I need you guys to understand, just like me, I understand that this is entertainment. This is TV. This is like watching cartoons on a Saturday morning. Okay, so a lot of this is reality and not real. But we already talked about that. So I'm gonna go with the move and we're gonna review it. But I'm just saying, every time y'all start seeing these people pop up, you notice they show coming up. The world is a stage. Don't take nothing you see on this internet serious. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't take nothing you see on the internet serious. Take it with a grain of salt, but do what you want. Let's move on. So look, so now Young Joc and his wife is on the verge of the divorce, and it's saying Young Joc addresses his recent post where he spoke on his wife's siding with strangers. So it says, over the weekend, Young Joc posted to social media expressing his frustration about his wife Kendra siding with strangers who send her things pertaining to their relationship. While on his radio show, Joc discussed the post and gave a more detailed explanation of what led him to make the social media post. Remember, when Love and Hip Hop come on tonight, remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guess what the storyline is going to be for Amy? Divorce. Guess what the storyline is going to be for Joc? Him and Kendra on the verge of divorce for the 15th time. But obviously, this is what they do to prepare you to watch the show. The internet is used for previews for the actual show. That's how you know it's all fake. But let's get into Young Joc.
You've been hitting around it all morning about what's going on with me. And my IG posts.
That are still up right now.
And I'm contemplating taking them out.
Okay. But why did you need to tell us what was going on? Because we seen the post last week where people were filming you or taking pictures and sending messages to Kendra for whatever reason.
Right. And so I just find it's just hard for me to just take on, the concept of a complete stranger sending you something. And before you got proof, before there's a receipt, before anything is said and done for real to truly incriminate you, it's a problem. It's a rift in the household, and I just think it's unfair. You know what I'm saying? Because we live our life out on television. So
can I say this? And I've told y'all this story before. You guys, so I know somebody who slept with Joc. Whatever they say Joc did, he did that shit. I personally know somebody who slept with Joc. She said it was good. She said it's fat too. But girl, Joc, you don't have a reputation of let me trust my husband. You see what I'm saying? Joc don't have a past of let me check with my husband because I'm gonna trust my husband. Joc, whatever they said, whatever they sent to Kendra, they not lying, Joc. I'm gonna be honest, they not lying. Everybody done had Joc in Atlanta, girl. Let me tell you something. You want to sleep with a celebrity? Come to Atlanta. If you would like to sleep with a celebrity, now I'm not telling you A-list. But if you want to run into a celebrity and sleep with them, come to Atlanta. I promise you. You'll get, they all here for the taking. Joc, whatever they said you did, and whatever Kendra said you did do that, Joc. Joc, yes, you did. And I wasn't even there, but somehow you did do that. And no, you don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. No, not at all.
I live my life out on radio a lot. So a lot of people feel like they're connected to me and know my story, but you've been hitting around it all morning about what's going on with me. There are a lot of truths that aren't revealed, you know what I'm saying, that aren't seen. And I just felt like this young lady sent a post saying that, if Kendra was in New Orleans with me or not, if not, she had some info. So I said, well, you need to talk to her and find out what she got. Let's hear. So then she comes back and said, oh, I wasn't trying to create no issue after I posted what the girl posted. Then she says, it wasn't for clout. I just was trying to look out for you. Kendra said, well, how are you trying to look out for me? She said, because my husband said that your husband, was in his Uber with a thick chick. And the young lady said, yeah, Kendra. And the husband said, no, it wasn't Kendra. Right? So only to find out that she heard it all wrong. So I done got a whole cussing out, the whole we gonna separate and walk away.
Okay, so that was last week.
Only to find out the dude a lot of truths that the husband had some people in his car on the way to a young jock to my show. So it done came all the way back wrong, but just that simple, it created that much rift in my household.
Okay, but by
girl, if they say Jock was in the Uber in New Orleans with a thick bitch, believe it. If they say Jock was in the Uber in New Orleans riding up Canal Street with a thick bitch, believe it. Talking about, oh no, the driver was on the way bringing a couple to a young Jock concert. Jock, go lay down. Jock, please. You lying, my nigga. Jock is a serial cheater. Kendra, I don't know if you on here, Fed. Girl, that nigga lying. And he cheating. And he been cheating. And Kendra, I'm tired of you at this point, you thick leg bitch. I'm tired of you getting on here telling us every season you ready to leave this nigga. You ain't going nowhere. Let that nigga cheat in peace. Stop with all that fake ass, oh, I'm filing for divorce, all that fake ass, this, that, and the third. Shut up, Kendra. Shut it up. Don't want to hear it this season. Don't want to hear it. You ain't going nowhere. Let that nigga cheat in peace. You already know what it is. Hell, quiet as it's kept. I think Kendra was one of the girls he was cheating with when he was with somebody else, but that's a whole nother story. Jock, Kendra, go away from me with this. And whoever they said Jock was in New Orleans with, believe them. Because them hoes was outside in the city of the New Orleans. Listen, I told y'all my ears is to the streets and my boots stay on the ground. The hoes was outside in heavy rotation. Do you understand me? All the local hoes got their Sunday's best for that weekend. The hoes was outside. So if anybody came back and told Kendra he was with a thick bitch in the back of the Uber, they not lying. I know the hoes. The hoes was outside. Them hoes been preparing since January for the folk. See, that's the difference. See, it's you got bitches, you got hoes, and then you got hoes that really sit down and take this shit serious. These hoes that I'm talking about, these ain't no regular, schmegular, whoop-de-whoop hoes. These hoes been planning for this shit since January, okay? These hoes been putting ducks in a row and chips in order since January. These hoes been preparing. They got everything up and down, ready to go. If they say Jock was down there with a thick bitch, he was definitely down there. He probably was with two. Quiet as it's kept. He probably was with two. So Kendra, please, girl, you know what it tells me? Like I told y'all before, it just shows me that education can make a bitch stupid and slow as a turtle. And she got how many degrees? Girl, get off of here. But the show is coming back out tonight, they say. I can't wait to watch. Y'all know I'm going to be reviewing it. But they say the show coming back on tonight. Love and hip hop or whatever the case may be, or whatever the case. So yeah, girl, Jock, whatever they say he did, and Jock is very loose with that dick. Jock will put, girl, allegedly. Allegedly. Okay. And to the hoes that was preparing since January for Essence, I bet not see every one of you hoes in 10 years, 20 years talking about how you had Stockholm Syndrome and you was coerced. Because, bitch, I'm getting on the stand this time. I don't give a damn if you over there saying toilet paper or TD tape that done did something to you, bitch. All you hoes that's been preparing since January, I can't wait. I wish to God I see one of you bitches on the stand 5, 10, 20 years talking about some Stockholm Syndrome. I wish you hoes would. I wish you would. Because see, that's what y'all like now. That's what y'all like to let the hoes get the hoeing out and then come back and say Stockholm Syndrome. I ain't letting you do it. I refuse. And I know the hoes who was out there. Let me catch one of you bitches talking about, oh, you don't understand. It was Essence Fest 2025. I came out of the room Busta Rhymes. He round kicked me into the Superdome. I don't want to hear it, bitch. I'm going to say she a regular lie, Your Honor. Objection. Objection, Your Honor. Voo, you ain't no lawyer. My bad. But objection. She lying. I was there. They whole lying. I got all the texts. She lying. Look. Talking about how she about to get that nigga that night. She lying, Your Honor. No, bitch. I ain't gonna let you do it. I ain't gonna let you do it. No. Mark my word. We'll be in 2025, 2030, 35 and 40. I don't want to see you hoes talking about some Stockholm syndrome. And I don't want to see you bitches in the comment hollering, yeah, them hoes going to, and this, fuck them. This for y'all in the comments. If I see y'all in the comments behind them hoes talking about Stockholm syndrome, bitch, it's going to be a problem. Do you hear me? Because y'all love coming, jumping behind me. Well, you don't understand. These girls, they went through a lot as kids. It's Stockholm syndrome. Bitch, it ain't no Stockholm syndrome. Them hoes ain't been through nothing but hotels, bitch. I know these hoes personally. Them hoes ain't been through nothing but hotels, motels, and Holiday Inns. That's it. That's it. That's it. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, okay? That's all I'm asking. I don't want to hear it. I don't have it in me to hear it. I just don't, you know? Stockholm syndrome, girl. Girl, y'all killed me with that. You don't understand Stockholm syndrome, Voodoo. That's your problem, Voodoo. You're anti-woman, anti-black, and you don't understand Stockholm syndrome, Voodoo. I understand how Stockholm syndrome very well. I also understand hoes even better. Now let's move on. I see what I said. I understand Stockholm syndrome and I understand the hoes. Okay. Now I want to get into wait, not toilet paper yet. Hold on, toilet paper. Stand by. Y'all get the likes up on the video first and foremost. Can we do that? Can we get the likes up on the video? I would definitely appreciate it. Let's get into Suge Knight saying Ray J Unalived Whitney. Remember we were saying that? And you know, Ray J been acting real funny lately. Let's get into Suge on the phone with Tasha K. Suge Knight is on the phone with Tasha K. And he's talking about Ray J. Now him and Ray J got beef. And according to Suge, he says Ray J unalived Whitney. I believe that, but I've always believed that. But neither here nor there. Let's get into it.
Get it like, I got love for Ray J. Ray J might get on some weird shit only when he's loaded, you know? But at the same time, Ray J been a little hustler from day one. You check the traps he in. And it's not me saying this. It's me repeating it to you that they said that Ray J was the drug man for young Cassie drugs or Capricorn drugs. Puppy Kids is talking. Everybody talking. Ray J, you the drug hookup man too. You bring the drugs. It's not nobody on the West Coast know that the last person was with the best fucking singer in the whole wide world was Whitney Houston. You there with Whitney, giving her what you're giving her, selling her what you're giving her. She winds up dead, and we lost there.
In the last 6 weeks, Van Horn Law Group has confirmed 6 Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Clear man off my channel, girl. So okay, that was Suge talking about the Ray J thing, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I do believe that Ray J probably gave Whitney something because everybody around the time was saying Ray J was the drug dude. But I also think that Ray J is. I also think that is bigger than Ray J. I also think that it's a. Ray J was working. Ray J was doing what he was told, if it makes sense. And I think it's bigger than Ray J. It's bigger than Brandy. It's bigger than Whitney Houston. It might be Clive Davis bigger than him level. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I've always thought that. And then Belinda said Ray J is one stop. Quiet as it's kept. Quiet as it's kept. Because everybody in the industry, especially on the West Coast, they all know Ray J has it. quiet as I don't know. I'm not saying it's true. But what I am going to say is I've seen a lot of celebrities talk about the plug, and I've seen a lot of them bring up Ray J and the plug. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of people bring up Ray J and the plug and have them in the same sentence. But either way, as it pertains to Ray J and this Whitney Houston thing, I believe that he has something to do with it. But I think it's bigger than Ray J. I think that Ray J was doing what he was told. And I think that Ray J was giving orders from something or somebody way bigger than him. Way, 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 way bigger than him. And he was just doing what he was told. That's what I believe. Yeah, he's been acting really funny lately. He's been acting really funny. And yes, I remember when Whitney tried to ask Brandy for help. Remember she gave her that note? We talked about it over here. She done gave her that note. And it looked like she was asking Brandy to help her. And Brandy didn't want to help her. Brandy was on the note. Because Brandy hands ain't clean. She got a body. Can we talk? I love Brandy. She is the Boca Bible. But she can catch these strays too. Brandy hands ain't clean. She's got a body. See, we only think Brandy is so sweet and kind and all of that because she stay out the way. But Brandy got a body. Stop me when I start lying. I keep telling y'all, if you want to know who the informants and who the feds are, watch the people who keep greasing through stuff, who keeps getting past stuff unscathed. If you want to know. If you want to know who is who, watch the people who keep scathing past stuff. That's all I'm going to say. Ray J has literally been like Teflon in the industry. Ray J has literally been Teflon in the industry. Even when Ray J is caught red-handed, somehow Ray J is able to wiggle himself out. None of y'all question that. Snoop, another one. Yeah. You can name them. You could drop the names in the chat. Snoop, another one. Yeah. I'm just saying. Ask yourself. That's all I'm asking. But I believe it. Yeah, I believe Suge. Yeah, I believe him. I believe that Ray J did give us something. Even if it was on purpose or on a mistake, I believe Ray J gave us something. Yes, I believe it, without a doubt. It's not even up for debate. Absolutely. Now I want to go and show y'all. Let's get Rickey Smiley out the way. So Rickey Smiley has come on here with the scare tactic thing again. Now Rickey Smiley is saying that we should all be afraid because according to Rickey Smiley, FBAs are next for deportation. I told y'all, first of all, FBAs are the only real citizens of America, period, point blank. Even if they thought about deporting us, they couldn't deport us if they wanted to, okay? But either way, there's this talking point going around the internet so that Black Americans can take their energy and their wherewithal and put it toward a cause that does not serve Black America. And you continue to fall for it if you continue to let these sheep herders, aka celebrities, get in your head. Make your own decision, okay? And this is the facts. These are the facts. If Black Americans were capable of being deported, of all the things we've done in the past, of all the things that has happened, y'all don't think they would have been deported, at least pockets of us or some of us? Of all the bad things that the clears have done to Black Americans, as a matter of fact, when they were stealing our lands, all the way up through the 60s and all the way up to the day, but especially when they were using the KKK to steal our lands, why would they have to run us off the land if they could just deport us? Think about it. I need you guys to really listen to me and understand. Listen, none of this stuff is chess. It's really all checkers. Y'all ever heard that that saying this shit's chess, not checkers, that's a lie. That's been used to make you think things are harder than they really are. This shit is checkers. This shit is really tic-tac-toe. It ain't even chess. Think. Use your regular brain, your regular everyday brain. These people have been at war with us since the beginning of time when they come over here. If they were capable of deporting us, why wouldn't they have done it in the past? We had lynch mobs in the past. We've had KKK history. We've had great migration history. Why would they move us from the south to the north? Why wouldn't they deport us? Think about it. Use your regular brain. You Black Americans, when you are born, no matter where you are born, inside or most of the time outside of America, you get a birth certificate with a seal that says you are a citizen. You get the Social Security card. You don't have to fill out no paperwork, no naturalization, no none of that. You don't have to do no extra, none of that. All you have to do is just be. And you are a citizen of America. Every other person has to go through something. So all these clear people, if they didn't go through it, their mammy went through it. If their mammy didn't go through it, her mammy went through it. But every other person on the face of this earth, when they come to America, they all go through a process to become Americans. Everybody except you, Black American. So think about this, and before we hear Rickey Smiley's commentary, if that is the case, how then are we up for deportation now? Of all the times they could have used to deport us, why wouldn't they have done it in the past? And why is it a thing now? I'm going to tell you why. Because it wasn't a thing then, and it ain't a thing now. It's just that these other small groups who gave you their asses to kiss, who told you this, remember during 2020 through 2024, when we were over here talking about them closing our schools and taking our resources for these folks. Remember they was over here saying, work hard, nigga. You got to work hard. Remember they were telling you that? Remember they was over here saying, we don't care about you, SA Homes. The government don't care about you. They only care about us. We're going to replace you, Homes. Remember they were saying all of that? Now their backs are against the wall because that clear man, that orange clear man, trying to get them up out of here. And now they need your help, but they can't come at you because if they ask you, you're going to say, cough. Remember you told me cough? So this is how they do it. They guilt trip you. They've been doing this for years. They guilt trip you into helping them. And when it don't work through regular social media, they go and tap their sheep herders. Hey, Ricky, you go get your sheep. Herd them bitches, come bring them over here. That's what they do. So when it ain't working, now they're resulting to celebrities because they understand that these people that they specifically chose to be in these positions, have a level of power and a level of direction that can lead these people where we want them to go. So all they have to do is hit the 3 taps. Hey, Ricky, get out there. And tell them niggas, if they don't help these people, they're going to be deported. I'm telling you what goes on. Now, let's get into after Ricky has been tapped. Y'all got it? Ricky been tapped. The powers that be tapped him and said, Ricky, get out here and fearmonger these niggas and tell them if they don't help these immigrants, that they up next. And here come Ricky. Check it out.
I'm not trying to scare nobody, but we are in danger. If you haven't been watching the news and checking out everything that's going on, we're in a lot of danger right now because the Constitution, the United States Constitution, as we know it, they about to cut all through that. And we are accustomed to having rights, all your rights. All of our rights is at risk right now. That whole Make America Great Again, as far as this administration and the way he is going and the way things are going. And when they say great again, that means your ass don't have no rights. If you go and watch Joy Reid videos, if you get an opportunity to watch Joy Reid videos, go watch them.
Joy Reid.
You'll learn a lot, especially her video on slavery.
Pause. How the fuck can a tether teach me about slavery? Hold on. And you know what? And this is what make me upset with Black Americans. This is what make me upset with my own people. How the fuck can a tether come from somewhere else and teach you about slavery? Now that done made me mad. That has royally pissed me off. How can a tether come from the Congo? You never hear about these stories of their slavery times in the Caribbean. You never hear about it. I still to this day don't know about slavery in the Caribbean. To this day, I don't know about slavery in the Caribbean. You never hear them talk about their own stuff, but they got the nerve to come and tell you about slavery. And you think because we all melanated, we all the same. You saw, man, that shit pissed me the fuck off really bad. And it makes me mad with the people because I understand, and when I say the people, not my people, with the people who doing this because they know what they doing. They know what they doing, bruh. So you mean to tell me a tether is going to do a documentary or an education on slavery, and Rickey Smiley, the FBA, is going to lead his sheep? Remember I told you they tap them? Go get your sheep, nigga. Remember I told you what they do, right? Go get your sheep, nigga. He herding his sheep to Joy fucking Reid. This nigga herding his sheep to go watch a slavery documentary, from a tether named Joy Reid. Ooh, Lord have mercy. But this y'all queen, but y'all like these people. Y'all like these people. So I'm just saying.
Oh, we're gonna wait till the midterm election comes. Ain't gonna be no midterm election. You better look into getting a dual citizenship somewhere if you can, because things about to get ugly. Things about to get really ugly. Yep, and I'm scared.
Do not let somebody who's rich and famous tell you that they scared of shit. They fucking lying to you. Do not let rich and famous people look you in your broke po eyes and tell you that they scared. This is the biggest slap in the face I have ever seen in my freaking life. You mean to tell me you have enough money and resources to buy and do whatever it is you want to do, and you gonna look my broke ass in the face and tell me you scared? This is a slap in the face. This is a spit in the face. He's scared. Really think about this. He's scared. Do you really believe that Rickey Smiley is sitting in his house somewhere scared about what Donald Trump is doing? Do you think about it? I need everybody to use their logical brains. Do you really think that Rickey Smiley is somewhere on his lake or on his boat or in his big, beautiful home cooking? Because he could cook his ass off. I give him that. You think that nigga is in his house in that nice mansion, cooking, cleaning, being feminine, and you think that man around there scared? It's fake. It's propaganda used to arouse you and get you all up and in your feelings. That's what this is all about. This is a rich man. Scared of what? That nigga ain't scared of shit. But he telling you that because he want you to be scared. It's not just Rickey Smiley. We just using Rickey Smiley as an example. But he's only telling you that because he wants you to be scared. That nigga ain't scared of shit. Look at this nigga. Come on, man.
Scared. It might be a point where we might have to pack up our families and leave, because if ICE can get immigrants or whatever and just go and get them and without their due process in court, why can't they do it to everybody else? Now,
because they are illegal immigrants. They came across a border without proper documentation. That's not us. We have birth certificates, social security card. We have all sort of legal documentation. And those of us who've done our genealogy, we have documentation that leads us all the way back hundreds of years. So I don't know about y'all, but I ain't going nowhere. I don't know about the rest of them, but I ain't going nowhere. My family was here before Christopher Columbus, Hernando de Soto, and all the rest of them crackers come off that boat. My people was here. I ain't going nowhere. But if you're ignorant and you just think you a nigga from Africa, you might be going somewhere. Who knows? Honestly, you're still not going nowhere because they know what you don't know, that you are indigenous to the land. But here we go with these celebrities lying. I'm scared because if they can do it to them, how? But again, they never tell you how. It's just all scare tactics.
they're doing it to Haitians. And who do you think is next? And they don't give a damn if you're a Democrat or a Republican. They don't care. Nah, they don't care. Get ready. These white supremacy concentration camps, they're all over the country. They're stocking up on weapons and everything as if they are preparing for a war. While we out here popping fans and boots on the ground, they got real boots on the ground. Because, and the thing about it is, I don't care what you file in court. The Trump administration defined federal judges' court orders and stuff, because what's going to happen? They can't put him in jail. He has control of the military. What's going to happen if he defy a court order? He's the president, right? Okay. Keep your eyes open. Go to Joy Reid page.
You do not
go listen to what Roland Martin has to say.
Do not go see what Roland Martin has to say.
And try to figure out if ICE come and snatch any of us up, what you gonna do?
Joy Reid and Roland Martin have every right to be afraid. They are not illegal, but they are immigrants. Joy Reid and Roland Martin have to worry if they mammies, pappies, or grandmammies and grandpappies did their paperwork before they come here. So Joy Reid and Roland Martin should be afraid. Joy Reid is from the Congo. Roland Martin is from Haiti. So yes, they should be every day. They should be sitting up here on this internet figuring out is everything good with us. But what they should not be doing is adding us to the mix. They are foreigners. We are not. So don't add slavery. Don't disrespect my ancestors and bring up their plight, because when my ancestors was going through what they was going through, y'all grandparents and them probably wasn't even here. So don't add them to it. Don't put them in it. This ain't got nothing to do with me and my lineage or people like me and our lineage. This has everything to do with Roland Martin and Gail, whatever her name is, whatever the ugly lady name is. That's them too. That don't have nothing to do with Black America, but they're gonna make it seem like it. And I'm gonna tell you why they're doing that.
What rights do you have? Even if you have rights, what's the consequence of somebody doing something to you with this administration? Think about it. I'm not trying to scare nobody.
All right, so then he goes off to say we don't have no rights and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Let me just really be completely honest. The reason why they need you to come out and help them with their protests is because you move the needle. You just don't know it. You actually are the people who make change and make things happen in this country. You do it. You just don't know it because they let you do it and then they tell you you're not doing it. Okay? That's the God's honest truth. That's why every single group that comes to America, they attach themselves or at least try to latch on to Black America, especially when it comes down to protesting or anything else. They don't ask the clear people to come help them. They don't ask the Asians to come help them. They ain't ask no other people to come and help them except Black America. And then they'll scold us and say, oh, why y'all got boots on the ground? They got real boots on the ground. Well, nigga, we don't own no factories and we don't own no poppy fields. We don't own nothing to create. So then what else can we do? At the end of the day, we are the Most High's chosen people. If there's anything that's coming toward us, the universe, the ancestors, and the Most High got whatever it's going to be. What else can we do? When you are a chosen people, you don't live your life sitting around and worrying about what's going to happen to you because you understand that even if God forbid something happens to me, my people as a whole going to be here. Now it's time to use that resilience y'all want to claim we got from slavery. See, y'all want to say, oh, we got resilience from slavery and it brought about hip hop and R&B and Jew and black and jazz and blues and all that stuff. Y'all want to say we got to get our ass kicked to make something. And that's not necessarily always the truth. The fact of the matter is this. The fact of the matter is this, as a Black American, especially as an indigenous copper color American, that I have proven through lineage and genealogy per documentation, government documentation. I know that most of my people haven't done that. And their ignorance, a lot of them are going to cause them to, you know what I'm saying, to perish. The Bible says that, and I ain't no Bible thumper. Ignorance is going to cause a lot of people to perish. I get that. But for those of my people who are covered and doing what they need to do, they already know that none of these celebrities can get on this internet and tell us nothing about being deported. They can't tell us nothing about none of that shit because we know who we are. See, when you understand who you are, self-identity is the best form of any type of survival. If you don't know who you are lost and you continue to fall down these paths with these fools. Rickey Smiley, a rich celebrity, can't look me in the poor eyes and tell me shit. Nigga, you ain't scared of nothing. And you know ain't nothing to be scared of. Rickey is being paid and being pushed to do whatever them folks is telling him to do, and he is doing it. Pluck Rickey, pluck D.L. Hughley, and pluck all the kings of comedy except the one that's gone, that's Bernie Mac. Said what I said. Now, Rickey, if you really, really, really looking for somebody to deport, I got somebody for you. Say less. Get the likes up on the video.
Will somebody please deport me? Yeah, I need deported. Please deport me back home to my father who art in heaven. Yeah, I want to go. I want to be deported. Handcuff me and send me away to the Father. Cause there's so much going on this earth. It gets to me sometimes. Yeah. And in these times, I gotta remind myself of my beautiful qualities to help me keep on pressing. Such as, I am beautiful on the inside and out. I am unique. I am real and authentic. Yeah. I'm not like everybody else because I'm me. And that's alright. I am lovable. I am loving and I am loved. Yeah. I am healthy and I am wealthy. So until my father called me home, I guess I can't be deported, but I'm gonna be imported right here, right now, and enjoy my day, and I hope you do too. Peace.
I want to go back back home to my father, handcuff me and send me away. Go ahead on, T-Day. Tissa said if she can't be deported, she'd rather be imported, okay? Now, the part that I be singing in my head every now and again when I'm walking around, like if I'm just random, the part that I be singing in my head every now and again when she say, what's the part she be saying? And she say, I'm not like everybody else, but I'm me, and that's all right. That part. I want to go. That part. Sometimes I just be up like, handcuff me and send me away. Sometimes I just be wanting, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like everybody else, but I'm me, and that's all right. I love it. Shout out to Tita, bro. Yeah, get Rickey off of here, please. Rickey, get off of here. You scared? Go to church. Period, boo. Now let's get into Charleston White. Now y'all know I done cussed Charleston White ass out. Why? Because Charleston White took to the internet right after Carmelo Anthony and the situation with him. And Charleston White decides that he's going to drag Carmelo Anthony. Not only did he drag Carmelo Anthony, he said that he was guilty, that we are going to get him killed, that he's going to jail, and that the problem with black people is that we always want to stick together when it's wrong. He also said, what else he said? I'm trying to pull it up. He said the good white people in Texas, them people not like that. What he was saying? What else he was over there bootlicking saying? He was saying all types of stuff, honey. All types of stuff. And I'm over here looking at this one-eyed fool, and I still don't take this away. So let's really be clear about this. I have defended Charleston White on my platform, and I don't take that away, and I'm not taking nothing back from that. And let me tell you why. Like anybody else, Charleston White is wrong sometimes, and sometimes Charleston White is right, okay? Let's really be clear about that. When Charleston White used to speak about Black America, the reading comprehension level that we're on, the things that we need to fix in our community, and even if I were to go back to the things that Charleston has done in the community and is documented, then I'm going to back him 100% when he's right, okay? When Charleston is right, he's right. When he spoke about a lot of Black American kids and the youth and all that stuff, he's right. But when he's wrong, he's wrong. And when he spoke about the Carmelo Anthony situation, he was saying all sorts of horrible things. Black Americans gonna get him killed. We don't understand how politics run in Texas. What we don't understand is that boy, he should have never bought the knife to school. He bought the knife. All the information was wrong. And it wasn't just Charleston. Judge Joe Brown, it's a few people. I see the lead attorney. He's on that type of time. A lot of people, but I'm starting to realize that a lot of people were also given misinformation. A lot of people were given misinformation. A lot of people were lied to. And I should have known that this was clear-cut self-defense when I seen how the clear people on Twitter reacted. The fact that they went straight toward him being a thug, and the fact that they went straight toward him being this Black, uneducated, ignorant child, the fact that they did that first told me that there's something they were trying to hide, okay? And when it all came out, we still today haven't seen the video. To this day, we haven't seen the video. That should tell you everything you need to know, okay? But they basically tried to put bad low out on Karmelo about the GoFundMe. They just anything negative to put out on Karmelo to get Black people to divide, to get us to have an issue with each other. Okay? That's what this was all about, okay? And Charleston White, under the misinformation, like a lot of other people, and it was a huge misinformation campaign about that, he fell under that and was saying all type of stuff. He's a thug. We gonna get him killed. He should have never brought the knife to school. Mind you, they weren't at school. This happened at a off-campus, it was at a school's, I want to say a school's track place, but it was not during school hours. They were not at school. And things that I've been saying since the beginning, such as Austin Metcalf seems like a bully. The fact that him and his brother came up to confront Karmelo gives me bully tease. I also told y'all from day one, I believe both of them was bullying him. Both the brothers. I believe the big brother, the one who alive, I believe he left his brother to die. I believe he got scared and left he a bitch ass cracker and left his brother to die. I believe that. I believe that. Okay? But either way, you got all this going on with these people, with Carmelo Anthony, with all this misinformation, and people were biting it. People were believing it. Even people with the, and I'm looking at Judge Joe Brown, an actual judge, and I'm saying his information, before I got into what he was saying, I was listening to the information that he was receiving, and it was all wrong. But this is what misinformation will do to you. It'll have you jump out the window. And Charleston White did just that. Cussed us out, said that he a thug and he gonna get whatever he deserved, laughed, we gonna get him killed, whoop-de-whoop. Well, now that Charleston has not only spoke to his father, he's also seen the video. Charleston has a difference of opinion. I don't know if Judge Joe Brown has. I hadn't watched him in a while regarding the Carmelo Anthony case, but I do know that him and the girl Dana have been pushing that content over there, making a lot of money. I ain't mad at it. I guess my integrity just, I ain't gonna get on here just to put numbers up. I ain't gonna get on here and say anything to put numbers up. I'm just not gonna do it. But some people will. Either way, Charleston White now is speaking about this video and what he saw. Let's get into his apology to Carmelo Anthony, y'all. Get the likes up.
Since I said that, I want to take the time to apologize.
Can y'all hear this?
Carmelo Anthony's family.
I feel like you can hardly hear it. Hold on. Yeah, I feel like you can hardly hear it. I have another one. This one is it's not as long, but let's see if this one louder.
So the father and this Sarah Fields white lady, they some racist pepperwoods.
Wait, because I need y'all to hear it all. We're going to come back to this one. I'm going to play this one so you can hear the beginning of that statement, and then we're going to go back to that one, to that video, so you can hear that part because it's louder. But listen to what he's saying. I'm sorry about the volume, y'all, if it's a little low.
Since I said that, I want to take the time to apologize to Carmelo Anthony's family. Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was all the way wrong about that kid, homie.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
I was all the way wrong about that kid.
I can hardly hear this. And I know if I can hardly hear it, y'all can. He's saying that I apologize. He said I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was all the way wrong. I want to find a louder video. Let me see.
Kid. So let me just say, since I said that, I want to take the time to apologize to Carmelo Anthony's family. Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was all the way wrong about that kid, homie.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
I was all the way wrong about that kid. I met with his father. I've been meeting with his father regularly. I had opportunity to talk, piece him up. He go beat these charges. I was under the impression that he brought a knife to school. So I'm taking a knife to school. Fuck him. He didn't take a knife to school. He didn't even know these two white boys. These two white boys just came over there with him because he was with.
But I gotta stop Charleston and call cap. Even if you were under the impression that some black kid brought a knife to school to stab two white boys, all that bullshit Charleston be on here talking about how black people don't stick together, how when he grew up they used to rob the white boys and the Mexicans, they never robbed their own. Well, when black people stood on cold behind Carmelo Anthony, even if those were the facts, why were you hell-bent on going against the grain? See, I'm not buying this apology from Charleston. Because Charleston, yeah, he a shock jock. Yeah, he'll get on here and say anything to go viral. I get that. But you got on here and literally went stark against us. Not because of what you really thought was true. That's not why. Just because you used to just being an idiot. And honestly, like I told y'all, and what I said in the past still stands. Charleston White, no matter how much good he's done in the world, it will always be overshadowed by the bullshit he's done on the back end. Why? Because Charleston White is putting more stock into the character, alleged character that he's running around here playing, than what really needs to happen in his life. Yeah, he's making money. He's very fiscally gaining. He's gaining a lot from being the character. But at the end of the day, Charleston White is undoing a whole lot of shit that he did with that ignorant bullshit. It won't help how many kids Charleston White, it won't matter how many kids Charleston White helped, because everybody's going to have so much to say about what he did that hurt. I'm telling you. And I know he probably don't care, but nigga, you was out of pocket. You was wrong than a motherfucker when you came out your neck behind that boy. And it ain't even about him going off on us. For me, it was about you blatantly coming out with that black face and going against a black man or a young black kid in a white world in racist ass white Texas. You wronger than a bitch for that, you cockeyed hoe.
Another kid that knew those white boys. So he a new black kid who he big old white boys, big white boys. He a small frame kid. One of the white boys was on that side, one of the white boys on that side. So either way go, they had him blocked in. And these some big white boys. These are some big, violent, aggressive white boys who got.
Did I not say that? Who was on the chat when we first found out about the Carmelo Anthony situation? Remember I pulled up the picture of Carmelo Anthony? Carmelo Anthony, and then I pulled up Austin Metcalf and his brother. Remember? And I said they look like big old bullies to me. I said they look like some big old collard green eating bully ass white boys. I said I'll be scared. I was one of the first ones saying that. I said if I'm Carmelo Anthony and these two big ass white boys run up on me, I'm scared. Nobody was saying that. I said right then and there, grounds for self-defense. Two big ass white boys running up on me. I'm sitting down. I'm defenseless. I'm scared. Now Charleston is talking about how big the white boys is.
Guns, and not only that, the one he killed whooped their daddy. See, the daddy coming into the picture playing like he been around. The dad ain't been around. We would think the black dad ain't around. The white dad ain't around. The mother don't even identify the daddy as the husband. So he must have been an abusive father. He ain't even been in their life. So he just come and get in the light. He just come and get in the light. So he a low down dirty cracker. His sons are bullies. They bullying on the kid. They no, because he black. Get from up under the tent. Man, y'all tripping. I ain't going nowhere.
So what he's saying is Austin Metcalf's father was not involved in their lives, okay? Basically, it's been alleged that Austin Metcalf allegedly either stabbed his daddy. Austin Metcalf he hurt his daddy physically. Like they wasn't cool with their daddy. They didn't hang out. Like you can tell that the daddy, and I saw this when I first seen the daddy, he looked like an alcoholic. Everything they were trying to make Karmelo out to be, the status quo for the ignorant black kid, a single parent, that's what they were trying to make Karmelo out to be. And that really was Austin and his brothers. So that's what he's saying. Now he had to find this. I didn't even need to know this to know that I know, bullshit when I see it. But this is Charleston. Charleston is saying that the reason he's taking this back is because after meeting with these people, seeing the video and getting this new information, now he changed his mind. But again, I'm not buying. You sold out.
And they got a reputation of beating up people. The one he had to stab, he broke his daddy's ligaments. Big old strong cracker. He should have killed both of them. He should have killed both them Peckerwoods. He
said that Austin Metcalf had broke his dad's ligaments or something like that. But I ain't gonna lie, the daddy looked like a drunk. He probably was trying to jump on his mama. Who knows? But apparently, according to Charleston White, Austin had done beat his daddy up and broke his ligaments or something like that.
Mind his motherfucking business. That don't bring harm to nobody. This kid ain't a bad kid. These bully white boys just fuck with the black baby.
I've been.
So now they trying to make it about race. No, it ain't about race. Justice was served when he killed that cracker. Self-defense.
Oh, let me add this too. I don't mean to cut him off, and I'm sorry for stopping. But the cracker daddy, he played in y'all face too. And let me tell you the reasons how. Let me give you how he played in y'all face. When he came out talking about he don't want nothing to do with White Lives Matter, he was playing in your face. It's not that he don't want nothing to do with White Lives Matter. He understood that was a horrible group to attack, to align with. Plus, these new crackers, they like to be racist on the low. So he played y'all with the White Lives Matter thing. Y'all thought, oh, the daddy not racist because he said he don't want nothing to do with White Lives Matter. You got played. Then he also played y'all when he showed up to the doggone press conference, talking about he was showing up to pray. That cracker wasn't showing up to pray with no niggas. If you wanted to pray with the family, he could have reached out to that family and met up with them, found a way to set it up and pray with that family. He never showed up to pray with that family. He showed up to antagonize them because that's what he do. But niggas fell for it because they were under the impression that he wasn't with the White Lives Matter shit. And when he showed up, he really wanted to show up to pray. Bullshit. He played y'all with that. He also played y'all when he got on this doggone internet and said, I don't want my son's name attached to any political propaganda. My son this, my son that. According to what we find out, you barely even with your son. All quiet as it's kept. If we flip it around, your son barely even with you. That them clears played in black people's face, and they continue to do it. But I get it. I'm just saying, y'all at some point, we gotta start waking up and paying attention. At some point, we gotta start paying attention. He played in y'all face. I just wanted to add that to it, because that's another thing Charleston was on here saying. The daddy ain't even racist. The daddy was on there saying he don't want nothing to do with White Lives Matter. That's how they play on y'all every time, because they know y'all are ignorant of what's really going on.
Fence. And the reason I say that is anybody can go see the video. Why do you think the media outlets ain't promoting to go see this video? You can go up to the school to see it. And if you go up to the school and see it, we all to see this kid will be found not guilty. But because it's in an all-white town in Crackerville and they done made it about race, whoever Sarah Fields is, Sarah Fields.
Let me ask you something. This is just a genuine question. If there's a video, why isn't the video online? Do you know how many people I've seen lose their lives online? If there is a video, why hasn't the video been available online? The reason why is because the reason why that they haven't been available online, because it will clearly show that Austin Metcalf was in the wrong. That's why they're hiding this video. Don't tell me, oh, anybody could go see it. We can go up to the school. No, put it online like you put the blasphemy and all that other stuff online. But they won't do that. They won't do that. Because on the internet, they can control the narrative, and that's what it's all about. Now, this one is kind of low. Let me see if I can find another. Hold on. I want to see if I can find another video of Charleston White. Is this what he said originally? I think. Yeah, this is what he said originally. Look at Charleston. This is what he said originally.
That black judge, they already working to get her out of there. This was not a racial killing. So why are the adults coming in playing a race game? The worst thing y'all could do is play the race game in this redneck county, nigga.
And you know what's worse about it? Black people didn't play the race game. We didn't even know about it until the white folks saw that black boy got away or unalived that white boy, and they made it a race game. We didn't make it that. But he was online scolding us. Pete.
That black judge, they already working to get her out of there. She will not be a judge in Collin County.
He's celebrating the black judge that granted Carmelo Anthony a bail. So he's saying, Nanny Boo Boo, the black judge that got him bail, they about to get her up out of there. He's celebrating this. This is why I don't buy the apology. Charleston White full of shit. I said what I said.
Ready working to get her out of there. She will not be a judge in Collin County anymore. And if you from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you know them people don't play out there, nigga. They from out of town. These are outsiders. They will make an example out of that black kid. And black people will get him hung playing the race card. How dumb can you be? This is the time we supposed to say, let's come together. Why can't we all get along? This is that time.
Nigga, it ain't never a time for black and whites to come together, especially when a black man black person unalive the white person. This ain't the time to come together. But you say we gonna get him hung though, right? Nigga, you would have got him hung. Not us. You would have got him hung. Quiet as it's kept. If we had listened to Charleston White, or if the world had gone off what Charleston White is saying, Carmelo Anthony would have gotten hung off of Charleston White misinformation and ignorance.
We can have his life spurred. They go hang that boy. He deserved to go to prison. If you take a life, you ain't supposed to be able to walk away with no consequences. It's consequences to your actions, right or wrong. Even if you justified to take a life, your life wasn't in danger. Karmelo was wrong, dead wrong. In the witness accounts of what he said, he grabbed the book bag. Let me tell black people how dumb y'all is. Don't you know they got a police report with an evidence of a knife and not a cleat sharpener? There's no such thing as a cleat sharpener.
All rumors.
They have evidence, a police report where they confiscated a knife.
All rumors.
How dumb can y'all be? And black people, y'all don't have no compassion for a parent who have to bury their child?
Hell no.
Y'all haven't extended.
Fuck no. No, and more no. Nobody has compassion when a black woman or a black parent bury their child. No, I don't. I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to be honest. I don't have compassion for nobody that's not black. I'm going to be honest. I don't. I said what I said. I don't. Don't nobody got compassion for me and mine. I don't have no compassion for nobody. Absolutely not. No, we don't have compassion for Austin Metcalf mama burying him. Because nobody had compassion when my little nephew got buried. Nobody had compassion when my sister got buried. Nobody had compassion when my brother got buried. Nobody had compassion when all them kids in the hood get buried. Nobody had compassion when innocent children get buried. Nobody had compassion when niggas done went upside the woman's head and she get buried. Nobody had compassion when the police go upside the nigga head and he get buried. Hell no, I ain't got no compassion. Fuck compassion, nigga. You done lost your rabbit. No, I ain't got no compassion. Hell no. Fuck wrong with you? Nigga, you have compassion. I won't. I don't have room for it. I ain't got no space to put no compassion. I ain't got it. Said what I said. Unapologetically.
No level of empathy for another dead kid. Black people, I hate that this kid will be sacrificed. Yeah. But he's not from here, so I don't give a fuck about it. Fuck him. His daddy is a weak nigga to me.
Carmelo Anthony's daddy, you a different man than me. And I'm not a man. So I guess that makes you a better man than me. Because I'm not a man. But after that nigga said what he said, especially about my son, that nigga ain't no reaching out, ain't no talking to that ignorant nigga. Fuck that one-eyed hole. Said what I said. This is just me. This is just me. You got but one time to speak down on my child, especially in a position where my child could lose their whole life. You only got one. Carmelo Anthony daddy, I don't know who you is, but you a different nigga than I know. Because the nigga that I know would have caught Charleston and bust him in the mouth for the shit that he's saying. He said you a weak ass nigga for standing up behind your child. This is what Charleston said. Charleston called you a weak ass nigga for standing up behind your child. But them little half and half breeds that he got over there, he gonna stand up behind them. Miho and them. Let Miho get into some shit. Good, bad, wrong, right, or indifferent. You think Charleston ain't gonna ski his one-eye ass up there and make sure Miho's straight? But he gonna get on here and tell you, Mr. Carmelo Anthony, that you is foolish for taking up for your child, this is what I be talking about. Everybody on the internet making money, don't nobody give a fuck. But with Charleston, I wouldn't accept the apology. Nigga wouldn't have nothing to tell me. If anything, I'm waiting to catch you to bust you in your shit. Nigga, my child life on the line. Especially when I know my child innocent. My child whole fucking life on the line, nigga. You got a platform where your voice reach millions of fucking people, and you decided to take your time out to take this 3-4 minutes to bash my child. You don't know nothing about nothing. You took 4 whole minutes out your day to bash my child, and my child might could die. Them people might find my child guilty and put him away for life, or put him in the electric chair or some shit. You on the internet playing. Mr. Carmelo Anthony daddy, you different from me. Carmelo Anthony mama, you different from me. Because I'd have swung on my husband going to talk to this nigga. Oh, you want to chum it up with that nigga? You going to catch the licks I want to get at him. Oh, yeah, you want to go make it right with Charleston? Nigga, me and you going to fight then. Fuck it. Nigga, it's mayhem in the palace. It is what it is. Nigga, we either together or we not. And if you so busy over there trying to make sure shit right with Charleston, you can go over there and fuck with Charleston, my nigga. Because in this here house, we all on the same page. We on the same team and on the same page. Fuck Charleston White. Motherfuck Charleston White, let his mother love him. Motherfuck him, let his mother love him. In this here house, with my child life on the line, nigga, we all on the same page. You want to go out there and make shit right with Charleston, go. But you gonna catch the licks that I want to give to that nigga. And when you're on your way out, you got to know this. It locks from the inside. See how that go? That's just me. Behind my child. That's just me. Neither here nor there. Let me let him finish. But yeah, Mr. Carmelo Anthony, you a different person from me. I would never.
Nigga, y'all out here in this $900,000 house rent. These people say y'all got 4 or 5 registered failed businesses, and man, they finna make a mockery out of y'all.
And he's repeating all the white supremacist shit that they were saying. These are all the things they were saying about Karmelo, because they didn't want us to know that Austin Metcalf boy was a bully and deserved to. I ain't gonna say he deserved it, but he was a bully and got what he got. All of the things that Charleston is repeating, these are the things that he was repeating. He heard from white folks. Listen.
But your daddy, nigga, the daddy ain't got nothing to say and his boy dead. You
Man,
let the bitch, nigga, you weak, nigga. That's why the boy weak. You weak, that's why the boy weak. And the mama weak, cause nigga, she doing all this goddamn talking, but he left out of your house with a knife. With a knife. Stay at home, mom. And nobody cares about your daughter can't sleep because y'all getting death threats. Your son killed somebody. That boy brother can't sleep from holding his brother dying. You think people, y'all are not the victims.
Oh, I was making me some water.
You and your
stand by. I was pouring me some more water up in my cup. Let's address that. So after the Clears started harassing physically Karmelo's family, it got to the point where his siblings, who had nothing to do with anything, could not go to school. They couldn't do anything because the Clears in Texas were literally harassing them, threatening them to unalive them, all types of stuff. This is what the people were doing to Karmelo's family, his siblings. Look at what Charleston said. That's why I say Mr. Karmelo a different man from me. I wouldn't have shit to tell this one-eyed crackhead bitch. Look.
And nobody cares about your daughter can't sleep because y'all getting death threats. Your son killed somebody. That boy brother can't sleep from holding his brother dying.
So now his sister has to suffer. Karmelo's baby sister has to suffer because you feel like he brought a knife to school. So fuck the little girl. Now remember, this supposed to be the dude all about the kids. Fuck the little girl, according to Charleston. Fuck her. Your brother shouldn't have killed nobody. Charleston words, not mine. Just so you know.
You think people, y'all are not the victims. Carmelo Anthony, you and your renting family, y'all are not homeowners in a town full of homeowners. Y'all are renters. You're not even from here. And you done brought people that's not from here to cause trouble and try to divide us from our good blacks. You're gonna pay, Anthony family. They're gonna hang. Your boy's gonna suffer. See, right now, y'all don't know. The dad's a convicted felon. This kid is gonna pay as he should. Because they got all these dumbass black people playing a race card in a racist town. And I wouldn't call them racist. They just don't like your kind. And neither do I. I hate a victim-minded black person. I hate a black person that doesn't take accountability. I hate a criminal-minded black person. I hate a nigga that let his wife do all the speaking. So I surely don't like that father. He let his bitch do all the talking, hollering and screaming with all those emotions like the black woman have. Oh, man, that's a strike against the culture.
So that's what Charleston said about the daddy and the family. So for him talking about, I went and talked to the daddy, I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Karmelo, you might be the whole ass nigga they claiming you to be. Because that nigga wouldn't have nothing to tell me. That nigga literally just said he don't give a fuck if your daughter, if your baby, if your daughter getting harassed and threatened her life, he said he don't care because Karmelo shouldn't have killed that boy. And say we dumb and emotional as black people and we gonna get him killed. That's what he said. So personally, I don't know what he went and talked to that man about, but that nigga wouldn't have nothing to tell me. Nigga, you dead to me. Okay? You dead to me.
Yeah. So you can't say I was
What if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense because if you are afraid the day before where you have to take a weapon to school, why not notify your parents? Parents, you notify the school teacher. School teacher that's bringing these kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution. We was taught in homes that has morals and values, you tell the teacher. Somebody fucking with you, you tell the teacher. Let the teachers know so when y'all have an altercation, you're cleared and you're covered. Documentation beats conversation. So words of documentation to say this is self-defense. It's a premeditated crime because you took a weapon in fear, anticipating to use it.
That was premeditated, though.
Innocent of track meet. You getting ready to run track with other kids and you got a knife on you. No, man, you got to go to jail. You got to go.
You heard him. Now that take wasn't as bad as the one that I just showed y'all, but I'm telling you now, like I said, him talking to the daddy, you better than me because I wouldn't have nothing to say to this nigga.
Time to apologize to Carmelo Anthony's family. Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was all the way wrong about that kid, homie.
Of course you were.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
I was all the way wrong about that kid.
We already saw that part. I want to play that other part of the video. This one's kind of low though. Damn. Let me see. It's kind of low over here.
Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. Get from up under the tent. Man, his sons are bullies. They bullied on the kid. They no. Boys who got guns, and not only that, and these some big white boys. These are some big, violent, aggressive white boys who got guns, and not only that, the one he killed whooped their daddy. See, the daddy coming into the picture playing like he been around. The dad ain't been around. We would think the black dad ain't around. The white dad ain't around. The mother don't even identify the daddy as the husband. So he must have been an abusive father. He ain't even been in their life. So he just come and get in the light. So he a low down dirty cracker. His sons are bullies. They bullying on the kid. They no, because he black. Get from up under the tent. Man, y'all tripping. I ain't going nowhere. And they got a reputation of beating up people. The one he had to stab, he broke his daddy's ligaments. Big old strong cracker. He should have killed both of them. He should have killed both them Pepperwoods. With a that's minding his motherfucking business, that don't bring harm to nobody. This kid ain't a bad kid. These bully white boys just fuck with the black baby. So now they trying to make it about race. No, it ain't about race. Justice was served when he killed that cracker. Self-defense. And the reason I say that is anybody can go see the video. Why do you think the media outlets ain't promoting to go see this video? You can go up to the school and see it. And if you go up to the school and see it, we all to see this kid will be found not guilty. But because it's in an all-white town in Crackerville and they done made it about race, whoever Sarah Fields is, Sarah Fields, you a rotten motherfucker. And if I just had some time, I would put an army behind this family, but I ain't got time. It's supposed to be an army because Sarah Fields and the father and somebody who works for the court have been releasing Carmelo Anthony's family information to Sarah Fields. She's been putting it online, and the white folk been going. So they've been having to move. All those lies made up, homie, they can't even get the GoFundMe money. So they hadn't even got, they can't even touch the Go. So they just trying to smear campaign, but that's what the cracker do. Boy, I wish I can go back to when I was seeing the type of shit. Boy, I wish they could have caught me 3 years ago when I was really on my let's go get the cracker shit. But homie, homie, I wish I ain't got that spirit no more. So I'm saying, why black people ain't rallying around this family as they tried to rally around in the beginning? They are threatening this family. Homie, they keep having to move.
But how do you don't just lose the spirit, bro? It's either you got it or you don't.
No, you do lose it. You do lose it.
So you sold out?
No.
Yeah, he sold out. I'm gonna answer that question for you, Fat. Yeah, he sold out, and yes, he did lose it. And yes, like anything, if you don't use it, you do lose it. That's a fact. And he's talking about his activism. But either way, him apologizing, honestly, it's a bit late. But it ain't for me to accept. I'm just saying that when I see Black Americans that go out of their way to be against other Black Americans, I always ask myself why. And I know that the shock jock stuff makes a lot of money for Charleston. Him saying stuff, if y'all understand what he's doing is he say crazy stuff on the internet so that people could bring him in for an interview and he can expound on it. So he'll get on the internet in the car and say, yeah, Carmelo Anthony, his ass need to go to jail, woo, 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 right? And then people want to interview him to elaborate on that. That's how Charleston makes his money. It's all a game. I get that. But certain things, they say all money ain't good money. Certain things don't need to be said. Charleston White getting on here scolding Carmelo Anthony and Black Americans the way that he did with faulty information. I'm glad that he was able to say, yeah, they were just spreading lies. But either way, you stood on your 10 on all 10 and stood on those lies and scolded Black Americans for having his back. But I'd rather have his back and be wrong than not. You see what I'm saying? At least I know that I was helping up for somebody. That, you know what I mean? That's one of my kind. And racist, Texas has always been racist. Always has been, always will be. Until the Black folks take it back. But this is what he does. But he has to understand that certain things that he say can literally be detrimental to the people. Like, for instance, with Judge Joe Brown, I don't know if a lot of y'all saw Judge Joe Brown speak about the situation, but even with Judge Joe Brown, he had Dana and all them was getting all type of people going over there subscribing because Judge Joe Brown was saying what the clear people wanted to hear. And it works, but you got to understand these people are not there because they genuinely want to be there. They're only there because you're saying something that they want to hear. And as long as they're hearing that, they're going to stick around. The moment something different happens, they move around. It's the same thing with Charleston White, okay? Like with Charleston White, he says stuff that he feel like certain people want to hear so that he can get interviews and he can put money in his pocket. I ain't mad at the hustle, but certain things he need to not do and shut the fuck up on until he get all of the information. But again, like I told y'all, Charleston White has done a lot of good things for the Black community and for children in the community. But when he goes, if he don't switch this mindset up and the things that he's doing, the bad will outweigh the good and nobody will remember the good that he did. They'll only focus on the bad and it'll be all for nothing. Okay? But yeah. Tina said maybe the first-degree murder charge was a move for freedom. I thought so too, Tina. And the only reason I'm telling you I thought it was a move for freedom because first-degrey murder implies that he went, plotted, planned, and carried it out. First-degree murder is, let's say we're looking at Charleston White. First-degree murder is, I don't like Charleston White. I'm going to go down to Texas next weekend. I'm going to take my blicky and I'm going to run up on Charleston, pop him, and then I'm going to come home. That's first-degree murder. That's first-degree murder. If I say I don't like Charleston White and I just happen to be outside, right, and we just happen to be in a club and I just happen to have my gun and I see Charleston White, that's not first-degree murder. That could be a murder happening in the situation. And I don't know what the name of it, but that wouldn't be first-degree murder. So them charging him with first-degree murder implies that he sat down and plot and planned this entire murder from start to finish and then carried it out. And we all know that that's not the truth. So maybe, just maybe, the first-degree murder charge maybe might be the thing that saves him. Like the Rico saved Diddy. Like the Rico saved Diddy, I think that this first-degree murder charge could possibly save him. Because unless they have some evidence that nobody knows about, I don't see how they can get first-degree murder. But neither here nor there. It could be an overcharge so that they can use it for energy harvesting, you know, because that's going to be the next big trial. Maybe they're overcharging to get us all, like, you know, emotionally charged and to keep us all, you know, because that's what a lot of this stuff is all about, energy harvesting. So maybe they're doing all this to get us all in our fields and, you know, out there protesting and acting a fool. And, you know, maybe that's why. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows with these people? Who knows? But I wouldn't accept Charleston White's apology if I were Carmelo Anthony's father. He doesn't deserve it at all. Now, I want to get into Essence Festival really quickly. Like I said, with Essence Festival, it's trash because foreigners are running it. Essence Festival, like I said yesterday, has always been about the Black American experience. And it seems like Essence Festival today now is making it about Afro beats and African and diasporic stuff. We are being stolen from under the guise of a diaspora. Africans made jokes. Some Africans made jokes. Oh, we're gonna replace you. We're gonna replace you. It seems like that's exactly what they're doing. Why is an African taking over Essence Festival when she don't know shit about Black American culture? Why? Why is an African woman in charge of something for Black American culture? She has no history in the culture. She has no knowledge of the culture, especially the history of the knowledge of the culture. Why would she be in charge? Again, when my people are under the ignorance of race, when we don't understand race, and we believe that everybody with melanated skin tone are the same, then we see that African and we see that she's one of us, but she knows she's not one of us. Remember I told you everybody's in on the joke except you, Black America? Everybody knows that they playing in your face. You the only one don't know it. The African knows it. The Caribbean knows it. The Asian knows it. The Haitian knows it. They all know it. You the only one don't know it. So they keep playing in your face. And that's what they're doing. So the African woman takes over Essence with no FBA knowledge or history, and it goes to shits. I don't care what nobody say, it went to shits. Trash. They say they turned it into Afro beats. I just got off the phone with my best friend. She had free tickets to the Essence, and she said it was trash. It was trash if you ask me, because all they care about is diluting our culture and making money. That's it. It's all about taking away our culture or diluting it. Basically, the things that are specifically for Black American, our history, they want to make it all inclusive for everybody. So when we talk about slavery, you got the girl like Joy Reid from the Congo telling us about slavery. Mind your black ass business, bitch. Ain't nobody talking to you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. So they dilute your culture by infiltrating with other melanated people under the guise of your ignorance. You don't know that the African man is different from the American Black. You don't know that. You've been taught since Lil Bitty that you and the African are the same. So when you see the African, you go in for the hug. Hey, African brother, and they come in, yes, my brother and sister, yes, yes, yes. And y'all all hugging and kumbaya, because it's just like y'all learned in elementary school. But the whole time, the African playing behind your back, because he knows that y'all not the same. You the one think y'all the same. He not going to tell you that. Why would he tell you y'all different? Why would he tell y'all different and it works for him? Okay? So that's what they do. They play in your face because you don't understand the difference between race, ethnicity, nationality, culture. You don't understand that. You're ignorant. And when I say ignorance, I don't mean it as a dig, as trying to be nasty. I'm just trying to say the way of not knowing. Because my people do not know, they will perish, okay? This is why you continue on the same cycle of BS you on over and over, because you still think that we all the same. Everybody know we not. You're the only one don't think that, okay? Don't ever let that go over your head. You're the only one don't think that y'all are all not the same. So now fast forward. Hold on, y'all. Get the lights up. What the hell is this? Fast forward. My bad. Fast forward, Essence Festival comes around. They put the African in charge. Most niggas don't say nothing because we think we all the same. So we don't say nothing. And then you wonder why it goes downhill year after year after year. African don't know nothing about Black American culture. And African should not be leading anything for Black American culture. I have heard of a lot of Black Americans moving all across the world, but I've never seen them go across the world and run them people shit. But only in Black America do we allow everybody else to come in and run our shit. And we wonder why we under the perpetual cycle of victimhood and bullshit that we dealing with. Because you're being played. If you are a Black American in this chat, you have been played. You have been brainwashed. You have been run amok, bamboozled, whatever. You've been played. The old folks said all skin folk ain't kinfolk, but y'all still don't want to listen. Y'all still don't want to listen. So now the African took over the doggone Essence Festival, and let's get into what some people had to say. This person kind of like sums it all up, to be completely honest, but I know people who were physically there and they say it was trash.
What happened to Black American heritage at Essence Fest? So it's night one or night two, and there is a lot of complaints coming through, and the common consensus is the culture has shifted. It no longer feels like us. And honestly, that makes sense because the people in charge now do not value Black heritage. Essence Fest used to be known as the Cookout. It was created in 1995, created to center Black American heritage, the music, fashion, beauty, political power. It was basically like the family reunion created by Black people for Black people. Soul food, a little gospel, a little trap, NOLA. It was a culture that you felt deep in your chest. But now, not so much. It feels somewhat curated, corporatized, and it no longer feels like it centers us. The current CEO of Essence is...
That's another thing my friend told me. She said they had Afro beats. Somebody else told me that. They said that Essence Fest was like Afro beats everywhere. They said it was African this, African that, Africa, everywhere. This is what the people was coming back and said. They said it was African Afro beats. They said all the music, they were putting Afro beats to all the music. They said it was African this, African that. They said it was a mess.
Is a former DEI executive for Target. So the very thing that Black Americans are protesting, she was the center of, and now she's the center. Well, she's the head, the CEO of Essence. Upon more research, I found out that she is originally from Kenya, and she moved to the US when she was about 10 years old. The point of me bringing that up is she doesn't seem like she values Black American heritage.
She was born in Kenya and moved to the United States at 10 years old. Her formidable years are from her being in Kenya. I get it. 11 through 18, those are very, very important years as a child. However, her very informative years come from Kenya. That is a Kenyan woman. I don't care what her name is. I don't care what she dressed like. I don't care what she do with her hair. That is a Kenyan woman. She's an African. And her culture inside of her home, if she just moved to America at 10, I'm pretty sure if you walk inside her house, it looks like Africa. She don't have American culture inside of her home. I'm pretty positive her mother and father did not practice Black American culture. I'm pretty positive the only time she even was around Black American culture was probably when she went to school. But for the most part, she lived in an African household with African parents with an African culture. So why again is she in charge of Black American Essence Festival? This is a genuine question.
Because if she did care, the festival will still reflect the very people it was built for. And seeing as though that's not the case, I can't help but think that she does not value Black American. What happened to Black American heritage? Center of, and now she's the center, well, she's the head, the CEO of Essence. Upon more research, I found out that she is originally from Kenya and she moved to the US when she was about 10 years old. The point of me bringing that up is she doesn't seem like she values Black American heritage, because if she did care, the festival will still reflect the very people it was built for. And seeing as though that's not the case, I can't help but think that she does not value Black American heritage. Instead, it's become a space that uplifts everyone else aside from Black American heritage. That shift is starting to feel really intentional. Local Black vendors are being pushed out. Local creators and influencers are overlooked completely, all while being the very representation that is needed for Black-centered.
Oh, let me also give you this tea, because you know my boots is on the ground. I was also told that local vendors were X'd out. Local vendors were not able to sell their stuff. Now, we talked about this when we talked about Mardi Gras, when we talked about all this stuff. When you come to New Orleans, the reason you get a taste of New Orleans is because you're buying from local vendors, right? Meaning, I don't care if it's the clothes, I don't care if it's music, I don't care if it's food. You come to New Orleans for the experience of New Orleans. In the past, for Essence Festival, local vendors had priority over ones coming from out of town. Why? Because number one, it's home. And number two, people come to New Orleans, no matter why they come, they still come for the experience, right? So ever since the African woman, the Kenyan lady took over, they have made this an African production and they have not prioritized local vendors. So a lot of local vendors did not participate. As a matter of fact, because they played them so bad in the recent years, a lot of them have decided this year they don't even want to deal with it. A lot of them this year just didn't even go out there. They didn't even want to try to work for Essence. Okay? Because they're taking the business away from the local people in the city and other Black Americans. We talked about this for Mardi Gras. They're taking this away from other Black Americans around America and the local Black Americans in the city, and they're giving it to y'all all-inclusive fund. Remember? Oh, why can't we share? Those people, we giving it to them. We're pouring from our cup. We're pouring from empty cups and giving it away. And they making a lot of money off of us. The money that they make off of us don't even, if we discussed it, you guys will throw up in the chat. If we discuss the people who capitalize off of Black America and how much money they make, and if I were to break it down and show you how Black Americans help these people to do them the way that they do them, y'all would literally throw up in this chat. Don't even start me on how much money they make off of our ignorance, off of our not knowing. Don't get me started on how much money they make off of our ignorance. You be surprised. Y'all would literally be sick if we talked about that.
Heritage in the South, it doesn't make any sense to me. It has slowly become a place that has been curated for optics and not community. This very thing is exactly what I was center of, and now she's the center.
Culture means earth.
If I can only say one thing to my people, it's being nice has gotten us messed up so bad, and yet we continue to do it. Is it just our nature to be this stupid, or is it just our nature to be this nice? This is a question.
Motherland, Africa, originality. So yes, what
It's another thing. Hold on.
the very team.
This is another thing, because I saw this on Baddies too. Hey, shout out to Africa and the Africans that's coming over here. Shout out to Africa. Y'all know I love my African people. I like the ones that stayed more than the ones that come here. But I'm so tired of you Africans coming in nigga spaces and hollering Africa, Africa, because Africa, yes, authentic culture. Take your ass to Africa with that stupid ass shit. Why you ain't in your own spaces talking like that? Why y'all gotta come to our spaces and big up Africa? Why y'all don't never do it in your own space? Nigga don't give a fuck about no Africa. Ain't nobody running around there going by no Africa. So is Essence Festival a Black American thing, and this African lady talking about what it mean to be Black? There you go. Mind you, they just accepted being Black a couple of years ago. They just remember back in the day we used to tell them they was Black. They used to tell us they wasn't. They used to look at us crazy. Now, a few years ago, they accepted being Black, and now here come the African lady telling us about being Black. I need you niggas to wake up. This shit pissing me off. I need you niggas to wake up, because you niggas is so used to being entertained, so used to having fun, you don't see the fucking bell when it's this shit right here. It's literally right here. An African lady on this internet telling you about being Black. She just accepted being Black a couple of years ago. Wake the fuck up, bro. Like, what is, I don't. Calm down, Rue. I need y'all to wake up. Let's listen to her talk about being Black.
Is if you're African, go back to Africa and connect to your source. Thank you.
This is an example of why many people feel the way that they do. She has not once acknowledged Black American culture. That's disheartening, because Essence Festival is specifically for Black Americans. We're welcoming of all communities, but why can't we get any shine or recognition?
And that's the problem. Stop welcoming all communities. You can't go to Nigeria and they welcome all communities. You can't go to Ghana and they welcome all communities. You can't go to South Africa and they welcome all communities. That's you niggas' problem. Opening your arms. That's how the colonizer got over here. Opening your arms, welcoming all communities. There you go.
Recognition or acknowledgement for what this festival was meant for. And it's no disrespect, once again, to anybody that's African or Caribbean. Love everybody in the Black diaspora. A lot of people that are native to New Orleans have spoken up and said that this display of the Essence Festival is a disrespect to what they've grown up to know it to be. A lot of local vendors that have produced a lot of great food are not showing up there, so people are not actually getting the New Orleans experience.
They said they had Jollof. They said they had Jollof. Girl, who the fuck come to New Orleans for Jollof? Get me up here. Girl, they said they were serving Jollof at the Essence Festival. Pause. Bitch, they said they had Jollof at the Essence Festival. And do you know that they were comparing Jollof to jambalaya and all our other dishes? Talking about, see, they got it from Africa. You bitches won't even respect New Orleans culture enough to come in and say, I appreciate this. Y'all doing y'all big one. This is dope, whoopty whoop. They won't even respect us enough to acknowledge that we can create. Everything got to come from them. Mind you, they don't got shit. They over here. The lands that they come from ain't had shit. They over here. They over here telling us that what we got or what we do came from them. Mind you, we don't copy them. We don't do what they do. We don't hang in their spaces. Most people in New Orleans never left the city, let alone been to Africa. So where will we get our copying of Africa. Now, some might say, if you believe we come from a monkey bitch named Lucy in Africa, some might say, well, Vu, it's enriched in our DNA. No, well, then where's that DNA to connect us to family in Africa then? If our DNA could connect us there when it comes to our talents, where's our DNA to connect us to the family in Africa? Where's my auntie in Africa? Where's my uncle? Patch me up. Yeah. If you could show me the DNA that connected to my music and my talent, show me the DNA that connect to my aunties and my uncles and my cousins and all them folks down in Africa. I won't go to Africa and find my people. Ain't no nigga on this internet telling you from Africa gonna ever tell you they got family from there. Not one of them. They ain't gonna never tell you that. They gonna tell you they took a DNA test, but they ain't gonna never tell you that they got family in Africa. The point I'm making is they come over here with that bullshit, and instead of respecting and being grateful for being allowed in our spaces, because we are allowing African people in our space, instead of being grateful for being allowed in our space, you come in and talk about Africa. Ain't a nigga in America worried about Africa. This is no shade, but ain't a nigga in America sitting somewhere worried about Africa. Not one. And the most we know about Africa, the school taught it to us. Let's really be honest. The most we know about Africa, because the schoolhouse told us. Bitch, we don't know nothing about that. We don't rock. Girl, please. Girl, please. We ain't running around there.
Once again, no disrespect. It's just with our experience as Black Americans, we don't get a lot of opportunities to just celebrate.
And we shouldn't have to keep apologizing for saying how we feel. Oh, I love everybody in the diaspora. Oh, this is no disrespect. Nah, we're all disrespect. Fuck wrong with you? I ain't got they don't apologize when they gatekeeping their culture. Why I gotta apologize for gatekeeping mine? You never see another culture of people apologize for gatekeeping. Only us. Ain't no with all due respect, with all disrespect. Said what I said. All disrespect.
Our ancestors have done and what we are contributing to our future.
I'm Southern. By way of Georgia.
And that's where a lot of people are finding the imbalance, because we're being so respectful of everybody that come into our neighborhoods, into our environments. There's a lot of
Culture means earth, motherland, Africa, originality. So
how is culture mean earth and whatever she said in originality? But bitch, you over here look like a nigga bitch. You over here dressed like a Black American woman. Where's the originality, ma'am? It's not in the wig. Where's the originality, ma'am? It's not in the makeup. Where's the originality, ma'am? It's not in the nails. Where's the originality, ma'am? It's not in your dress. Where's the originality, ma'am? It's not in your earrings. Where's the originality, ma'am? It's not even in the way that you talk. Where's the originality, ma'am? It's not in the Essence Festival. Where is this African originality? This is a genuine question. Where is all of this originality? But I've gone are the days of y'all looking me in the face and telling us we ain't got no culture. Where is the originality? Over there on Baddies, Dolly said she got to Africa and was expecting to see bitches running around with babies on their backs and bows on their head. According to Dolly said Africa looked like North America. So at this point in time, if Africa is looking like us, if everything we're doing here is being repeated there, where is the originality? I need to see it. I need to see the originality. I need it up front right now. I need that originality. I need that now. Where is Africa's originality? I need it. Show it to me. Because you right now, if you didn't open your mouth, you look like a nigga. I don't see Africa when I look at you. Where's the originality? So you at an Essence Festival, and instead of acknowledging and giving props to the people who allowed you to come on the red carpet, you talk about what culture is. It's Africa, it's originality. Carry your ass back to Africa, but I bet you won't do that. I bet you won't go back to Africa. And Africa's a nice place. That's the worst part.
Yes, whatever it is, if you're African, go back to Africa and connect to your source.
We ain't no fucking African. And if you a nigga and you want to be African, you can go be African, but go over there. If you a nigga in this chat and you want to be African, I ain't got no problem. Just go over there. Don't come over here. Go over there. This the indigenous folks over here. We indigenous on this side. If you want to be from Africa, that's cool. Just go over there. And let me tell y'all something about double dutching in and out of Africa. Let me tell Black Americans something about double dutching in and out of Africa. You got to pick a side. And let me tell you why. The moment you continue and you acknowledge that, oh yeah, my ancestors 400 years ago came from Africa. Now you've literally given up your identity and now you are one of them. You cannot double dutch in and out of Africa. Do your genealogy, find out who you are, and go from there. You're probably going to find that you and your family have absolutely nothing to do with Africa. You cannot double dutch in and out of Africa. You're either an African or you not. It wasn't no ethnogenesis. It wasn't no ethno nothing. You either African or you not. DNA science don't say that we are African. We don't even have the same DNA as them folks. Do not tell me that. Do not tell me that. Black Americans do not share DNA with Africans. So don't tell me that. But if we're choosing to be African, that's cool. Only thing I'm saying is the people who are choosing to be African, you are going to mislead and mess up people over here who's trying to learn about their genealogy and their indigenous history. I need you to stay over there, you and all the other nigga Africans, and leave the rest of us over here, because we over here doing work. We over here getting work done. And oh, by the way, if you really want to be honest too, the quicker route to your reparations is on this side, not the African side. Because you can't come here and say you come from Africa and then say them folks owe you. You get it? You can't say I came from Africa and then say they owe you. You can try, but we've seen how that worked. You can't say you come from Africa and say they owe you. It just don't work. So you can't double dutch in and out of Africa. And again, don't just choose a side. Do your genealogy. It's not hard, y'all. You can find out 3 generations in your family, 4 generations in 20 minutes. I swear to God, it's not hard. Do your genealogy, find out who you are and where you fit in the story. Okay?
Center of, and now she's a center.
Thank you.
This is an example of why many.
Because the energy shifted from smoke and stack juke joint to Hobart and Jolov, it says Essence Festival organizers acknowledge that not only are ticket sales down this year, but some vendors are opting out. Well, that's bad when the vendors are opting out.
Who shops at Target are going to Target more than 3 times in a 7-day week?
And if Target being there wasn't the biggest slap in the face to Black Americans, I don't know what. You niggas should have walked out. All that hard work you niggas was doing over there boycotting Target, and Target smack dab in the middle of Nigga Fest, Essence Festival. But neither here nor there. And they say that's the Target boot.
Who shops at Target are going to Target more than 3 times in a 7-day week? I just have to think of Target. 4, okay. I just bet everything else.
Now look at Target and try to meet their colors. to make it more palatable. Maybe we see you and we skip it. We're skipping it.
I think, you know,
The line, thin.
That's called it. Keep on. We right.
If y'all want me to be honest, Black Americans, if you
Culture means
and now she's the center.
Earth, motherland, Africa, originality. So yes, whatever it is, if you're African,
girl, shut up. What I was about to say, I forgot what I was about to say. Y'all do know Native Americans are part African. What? You talking about the $5 footlongs? When I say indigenous, I'm not Native American. I'm not Native American. I understand the political party of the Native American Party. I'm not a Native American. And Black people aren't Native Americans. So I don't know nothing about that. But if you talking about the $5 footlongs, maybe. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But yeah, Essence Festival was a shit show. It was, and it's going to be, and it's going to be worse next year. And honestly, some people were like, oh, just move the venue, move it to somewhere else. It's not about the location of Essence Festival. That's not what this is about. It's about the people who are in charge. Okay? That's what this is all about. It's never been about Essence Festival or the location. And as a matter of fact, anybody in America would tell you New Orleans is one of the better locations to go because people like to go to New Orleans and turn up. It's like going to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? It's like the girls trip kind of energy. The location wasn't the issue. It was the people in charge. Now, Funky Dineva came on here and he had something to say. But, you know, I don't know if Funky is at B. I think he is, though. But I found that there are some people in our community that just goes along with, they're part of the go along, get along. And these people don't want to ruffle no feathers. They don't want to make no mess with nothing. They just kind of want to do right. So to keep their head down, work, you know, type tease. So Funky, who goes every year, he has something to say about people who had negative things to say about the Essence Festival. And again, this is inadvertently speaking against Black Americans because what we're saying is we're not represented. We're not represented there. Not only are we not represented there, we're not even in charge. We're not even, we are not there. When we go to Essence, it doesn't look like us. This is what the people are saying. It doesn't feel like us. It doesn't taste like us. It doesn't look like us. This is what the Black Americans are saying. People who've been going to Essence since the beginning of time. But people like Funky, who's part of the establishment, or feel like, yo, y'all need to just keep your head down at work like I do type shit. He's going to feel like Black Americans are just making a big mockery of it or putting 20 on 10. Let's get into it. Hold on.
There are so many people out there just so elated to do these negative Essence Festival think pieces where everybody's got all the damn answers about all the things that were wrong. And I'm seeing very little videos about people highlighting the positive and the community and the coming togetherness of everything and everybody that is Essence. Essence Festival 2025 was absolutely fine. Okay, it was absolutely fine. If anything, it's a true reflection of where the economy in the United States of America is at this time and people being financially uncertain. Did as many people...
That is not true. Niggas ain't slacked up on vacations. Niggas ain't slacked up on buying clothes and shoes. Niggas ain't slacked up on cars. Niggas ain't slacked up on none of the stuff that they spend money on. Drugs. As far as economy-wise, niggas gonna do what niggas been doing, rather we up or down. If we want to go on a vacation, we don't give a damn if we gotta take a month out of the rent. Nigga, we going on vacation, okay? One thing Black Americans love is entertainment. We will forget and foresee everything behind our entertainment. This has zero to do with the economy. This has zero to do with the economy. The economy has never affected the Black American dollar like this. Never. It didn't affect the Black American dollar like this even during the Depression. The economy has never affected the Black American dollar like this. That's bullshit. Niggas ain't feeling it. And that's okay. That's okay. We just don't want to go. And that's okay. But don't make it like we just trying to badmouth these people and old people just want to be negative. Nah, we not feeling it. Ain't got nothing to do with money. Don't let them tell you that.
Come this year? No. Were a couple things a little lackluster due to lack of funding? It was beyond obvious. That's what a lot of it was. All they need to do is scale back. All Essence need to do is scale it down and make it smaller in order to make it more concentrated and more quality.
No.
That's it. That's all.
You don't need, listen, everybody's coming up with suggestions that literally is you ever heard the term, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Every suggestion that I'm hearing people come up with literally will break what's not broken. The venue size, the convention center, all that stuff, the Superdome, all that stuff has been going on since the beginning of time. The size, the scaling back, none of that has ever been an issue in the past. Why is it an issue now? What you mean make it smaller? We had niggas coming from all over the globe to come to Essence Festival. What do you mean make it smaller? That makes absolutely no sense. But they're giving you any and everything to give you other than the Africans messed it up because they did.
They was just spread a little bit too thin. The convention center, instead of using all 9 million square feet, put a big partition up and use 3 million square feet. That's all. As far as the stadium is concerned, instead of having all the seats all the way up to the top available, push the people down some and pack them in. That's the only thing that needs to be done with Essence. It needs to be scaled down, and we just need to ride out these tough.
What you mean pack them in, baby? When you get dressed to go to Essence, you put that shit on. What you mean pack me in? Well, bitch, not in these shoes. Bitch, please. Not in this dress. Not in this after 5. Pack me in well. You see how they ready to compromise? Girl, please. Pack me in. Bitch, please. I spend too much money to pack me in anywhere. Are you insane? All you got to do is pack them in. But see, you know, Funky look like he take his shirt out the washing machine. No, he look like he take his shirt out the drawer and put it on and come to Essence. So he wouldn't know nothing about that. But you ain't packing me in. Bitch, please. Pack me in. Girl. Pack them in.
Of economic times, all these other conspiracy theories and so on and so forth, cut it out. All right? Because y'all ain't going to be satisfied until the people close the shit down and then we don't have it no more. Then y'all going to get to do more think pieces about why black people can't never have nothing. I don't understand why some of y'all are so excited to get on the internet and just shit on Essence. The people been doing this for, what's it, 40-something years, 50 years, however many long years. Let me tell you something.
No. Them Africans ain't been doing this for 40-something years, and this is how history gets misconstrued. Right here. This right here is how history gets misconstrued. Because I was there. Them Africans ain't been doing shit for 41 years. Niggas was in charge of the Essence Festival. Black Americans were running the Essence Festival all the way up until it was taken from them and given to the Africans. Okay? So this ain't the same Essence of 5 years ago, let alone 2 years ago or 10 years ago. Don't do that. Don't do that now. Don't do that.
You do something every year for over 4 decades and show me how every year is going to be great. Every year is not going to be good. All right? Every year is not going to be good. That doesn't mean the Saints about to come marching in and the world is about to end. They had an off year. Just like people like me who do a show every night not going to be good. Some years going to be better than others. Yes, this is a funky year. Some leadership changes may need to go on, but they just need to scale it down and do it a little better. That's it. Stop the madness. Stop the madness and stop spreading misinformation and opinions. Essence was just fine. You know, I'm
going to go off the fact that maybe Funky don't know. Because a lot of my people don't know. So I'm going to just go off the fact that maybe Funky don't know about the Africans. And I'm going to just go with that. But I'm saying all that to say, if the collective of Black Americans are doing something, even if you don't agree, like for instance, I didn't agree with the Target boycott, not because I cared about Target. It's just because it was pointless. If we're going to get something done, I think boycotting Target doesn't get anything done. But neither here nor there, I didn't agree with it, but I didn't come out and speak against it neither. You get it? So what I said was, hey, y'all can go boycott. I'm going to keep my eye on it. That's what I said. Y'all can go out there and boycott. I also told you I can't boycott because I don't shop at Target. But either way, I told y'all I'm going to keep my eye on it and we're going to see how it goes. But I didn't come out and say, y'all niggas stupid. Y'all niggas dumb. Why y'all trying to boycott? It just didn't make sense to me to do that. And I'm going to go with the fact that maybe Funky is not abreast to history and, you know, essence and who these new people are and things of that nature. But it wasn't just simply an off year. The fact of the matter is it's being hijacked and taken. In a couple of years, it wouldn't surprise me if all Afro beats is at Essence Festival. It wouldn't surprise me if DeVito headlining that bitch. You feel me? Because people like Funky who are walking around with blinders on, this is no shade, but people like Funky are walking around with blinders on and don't realize that you're assisting these people in taking away from you. That's what's happening. You're assisting them. You're helping them to take from you. You remember that episode of Martin when they broke into his apartment and he thought that Gina and them was pranking him? So he helped the dude go out the door with his stereo. Put a one in the chat if y'all remember that episode of Martin. There was an episode of Martin where Gina and Martin was playing tricks back and forth with each other. And on one of the episodes, Martin thought that he was being robbed, but he thought that he was set up by Gina, Pam, and Tommy. Well, because he thought he was set up, what Martin did was help the brother carry his shit out. He literally wheeled out his stereo. Remember, Method Man played the guy who was breaking in the house. Remember, Method Man got on the phone and was like, hey, yo, bro, meet me at the spot in 30 minutes. You ain't gonna believe this shit. Remember, put a 3 in the chat if you remember that. Y'all know I'm a TV fan. I'm a TV fanatic, girl. I be knowing. Put a 3 in the chat if y'all remember when Method Man played the robber on Martin, and when Martin helped him wheel his stereo to the door, he said, hey, yo, bro, meet me at the spot in about 30 minutes. Yo, you ain't gonna believe this shit. That's how the Africans, that's how all these other people playing Black Americans' face. They on the phone with the people back home. Hey, yo, bro, meet me in America in about 30 days. You ain't gonna believe this shit. That's exactly what's happening to you on a daily fucking basis because you don't know. God damn it. Damn it. I know what I'm talking about. That's what's happening to you on a daily freaking basis because you have no clue. You don't know. And this is what makes me mad with them because they know what they're doing and you don't. And that's what makes me upset with them. And it really grinds my gears when I got to fight my own people because they don't fucking know. That's Method Man. Hey, yo, B, meet me at the spot in 30 minutes. That's how them Africans was when they landed on Essence Festival. Hey, yo, Matumbo, meet me at the spot in 30 minutes. You ain't gonna believe this shit. You ain't gonna, nigga, they giving us Essence. Nigga, they gave it to us, nigga. Nigga, what you mean? Nigga, we got the Jollof cooking in the back right now. What you on? Nigga, get over here. They stupid. Get over here. What you mean? What do you mean? That's what's happening to you every single day. Every single day, that is what's happening to you because you don't know. So I'm going to assume that Funky is one of those people who don't know. So with that assumption, I have to give grace because most of my people don't know. They don't know. So I got to give him that grace. But what I will say is this. The collective have come together, and regardless of if we agree or we disagree, coming on a platform and speaking against it will only be a detriment to whatever it is we trying to do. Coming on a platform as a Black American speaking against any collective of Black American for whatever it is they want to do, it will not help us. It will only hurt us. So I just feel like if you Black American and you see a group of Black Americans, especially a collective of Black Americans do something, I think even if you disagree, I think we should probably stay away from trying to, do that type of shit in front of mixed company. You know what I mean? You know how I used to be back in the day, how your mama used to be, whatever happened in this house stays in this house type shit. You know what I mean? Even if we disagree type shit, I really believe we need to be on some whatever happens in my house stays in my house. But, neither here nor there. Essence Fest was trash and it's going to continue to be trash. A lot of people may feel a way about it, and it is what it is. But ultimately, when you have people who are not of our lineage and not of our culture take over something that's specific for our lineage and culture, this is what happens. F Essence at this point in time. We ain't owned that shit since the 2000s, no way. The Clears bought Essence, they bought Jet, they bought all that shit. BET, we lost all that stuff around the same time. Thanks to Mike. Thanks to Mike. Okay? So as we know of today, we ain't own that shit no way. That's why you think the African is in charge. We don't own it. We don't own it. Oh, yeah. And that's another thing. You know where I get that from? Here you go. You know where I get that from? Somebody said it happened to Columbus, right? That's where I get that analogy from. Do you know that when Christopher Columbus sailed to Hispaniola, to the island of Hispaniola, what we know as Haiti, Dominican Republic today, do you know when Christopher Columbus, because he never made it to North America, he never made it to the States, but do you know that when Christopher Columbus got to Haiti and Hispaniola and went around a couple of them other Caribbean islands, do you know that he literally sat down? I read this in a book called They Came Before Columbus. If you think that I am lying, go and find this book, They Came Before Columbus. That's the name of the book. I've read this book cover to cover, okay? In that book, Christopher Columbus wrote home to the people in Spain saying, you would not believe how generous the people are. He said, coming here is going to be like taking candy from a baby. They're so generous, they're stupid. Now I'm paraphrasing, but this is what Columbus said about the people in the Caribbean island when he got there. He said that they're so generous, they're stupid. We can literally come over. He said they literally give me their things. We can come over here and take all this shit. That's what Columbus said. That's what he said. And to this day, he still ain't lied. I still haven't found a lie. To this day, I still haven't found a lie. You have to find knowledge yourself. Any and everybody in this chat, you have to find knowledge of self. If you don't know who you are, you will continue to be played. It's going to always be a foreigner on the phone saying, hey, yo, B, meet me at the spot in 30 minutes. You ain't going to believe this shit. Until you know who you are, it's always going to be a nigga. Never. Wait till I get around there and tell you about this. It's going to always be that. I need you to understand that. I definitely need you to understand that. We are in the age of information. Knowledge is everywhere. You don't even have to try to learn. It falls in your lap. Anybody walking around with blinders on don't want to know. And I ain't mad at you, but stay out the way. Just go over there. But all this knowledge is right here. Right here. It's right here too. Instead of scrolling on Instagram, take 5 minutes to scroll something that's gonna benefit you. I promise you, you won't regret it. I promise you. I promise you, you won't regret it. Renee, thank you for the super chat. Says, could it been the N-word the puppet says? Nah, because I use more N-words during the videos. Now, I don't think it's that. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Wanda Pickney, thank you for the super chat. I will catch the replay later. I love your content. Thank you so much, Wanda. I appreciate you. Have a good day at work. Y'all get the likes up on the video. How do you say this, honey? Noe. I'm gonna just call you in. How you say that? No, I can't meet. No, I can't meet you. Oh, no, I can't meet you. Okay. Thank you for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Savannah Doll, thank you for the super chat. Says, Voodoo last year, Essence sued black vendors. Next year, we should skip Essence and attend Ohio Black Expo owned by FBA. Ooh, I heard about that. I heard about Black Expo in Ohio. You know what? That don't sound bad. That don't sound bad. That really don't sound bad, because when you think about it, if Black Americans boycotted Essence, we're not boycotting ourselves, because we're not the ones making money off of Essence anymore. Remember, a lot of us are pulling out as vendors. We are not the ones making money off of it anymore. So if Black Americans were to boycott Essence, it's not like we'd be hurting ourselves, because we don't make the money no more. We don't make the money no more. So don't let nobody tell you, if, because I'm pretty sure that's going to come up next too. Oh, we should boycott. Don't let nobody fool you. Oh, no, don't boycott Essence. That's boycotting yourself. We don't own nothing at Essence. We don't own nothing at Essence. We don't own nothing right now. So we ain't taking money out of our pockets. But that sounds like a good idea. That's not a bad idea. Oh, they'd be sick, huh? They'd be evil, honey, if 4th of July weekend coming, all the niggas is up in Ohio with the Ohio players. Okay. We all up there swinging. Okay. Girl, they'll be mad, huh? If we was all up there swinging in Ohio. Girl. Thank you. The official Will for the super chat says they're trying to destiny swap and it won't work. Voo. Love you and my people. Yes. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Destiny swap. But God, the Most High know his people, though. You can't do that. You can't trick them. Yep, that's a good idea too, Cole. Bring Black Expo to NOLA as well as other cities. Facts. It ain't about the location. It's just about us making sure we take care of everything. Misha, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Hello, Boo and family. What is jollof? Girl, I don't know. I never seen it. But it's like some rice dish, African rice dish. Never heard of it before. She sounds and looks foolish with that heavy ass African accent. Girl, she did. But jollof is a rice dish. It's an African rice dish. Some people say it's like jambalaya. There is no comparison. I never tasted it. But either way, they say it's like jambalaya. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Yeah. I'm good on the jollof. For real. Lashes Pure Organics, thank you for becoming a new member. Talanda, thank you for being a member for 12 months. We can kick Essence to them like Mortal Kombat. Finish. Facts. And let me tell you something, because it's not just that. It's a lot of things that we as Black Americans have created. It's some things that we probably gonna have to boycott or walk away from. But what I'm saying is, before we do stuff like that, what I think we should do is cap and put like basically like cut it off, like put a stop on it. Meaning after this point, you know what I'm saying? This is when it became other. Prior to this point, it was us. At this point, it became other. And for that, the history on it, for that starts here and that goes somewhere else. But as far as the history of what we did when we had, because listen, as long as we're working with each other, we're working with them to help tear each other down, it just is what it is. We're going to be in this position. Now, again, I'm not telling us to boycott Essence. But if we did, I would understand, because we don't own it. It doesn't belong to us anymore. You know what I mean? It's not ours. It just doesn't belong to us. Truth be told, thank you for the super chat. Says No freaking way someone named Wanda Pickney when my name is DeWanda Wanda Pickney. Hey, Vu, LOL. Oh, we got a doppelganger in the chat. Well, it's not a doppelganger or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, we got some twin names in the chat. There you go. There you go. But now I've never had jollof rice. I'm from the South. We don't eat African food. That's really a up north thing. I don't know. I've heard people from New York say that. I ain't never ate no African food. Girl, I just had my first Colombian. I just taste Jamaican food for the first time when I moved to Georgia. We didn't have no Jamaican spot. If they did, I didn't know about it. You know, I'm just learning about these other cultures, foods, and stuff. But either way, I ain't gotta have it. I just know it don't compare. Okay. So I'm from the South. We don't eat African food, so I wouldn't know what it is. But yeah. Now I was gonna get into Tyler Perry, but we're gonna have to save him till tomorrow because I've been long-winded. Sorry, you guys. I had a message, and sometimes when I have these messages and I gotta just get them off, I gotta get them off. Penny Ford, thank you for the super chat. Greetings from Black American Girl in Germany. Hey boo, please come to Cincinnati for the fest. We FBA over here. I'll be flying in. Cheers. When is it? Let me see. What's the name of the festival, y'all? When is the Ohio Festival? What's the name of the festival? September 4th through the 6th? Is it in Sugar Creek? No, that's something else. Ohio Swiss Festival. That's not it. I don't know the name of it. But our Black Expo. That is Black Expo. Columbus, Ohio. I've heard about it. I think I've heard faintly about it, but I didn't hear. It's next year. They already had it this year. According to this, it says next year in May. They say it's next year in May. Oh, they say July 27th through the 29th. Is that the same one? We're gonna have to check it out. But yeah, we got to get back to stuff that's authentically Black American because things like aren't like that anymore. We got to get back to stuff that's authentically Black American, period, point blank. Lashes Pure Organic Tea, thank you for the super chat. It says, hey, Voodoo, my birthday was on the 4th. I am 53. We about to sing happy birthday. Hey, y'all, I got to get off here. We'll do Tyler Perry tomorrow because I got long-winded, but I had to get that message off. So we'll do Tyler Perry and the Oval thing tomorrow. But shout out to everybody in the building. I love each and every one of y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building, even my family from the diaspora in the building. Love y'all down to the ground. And when I speak on the diaspora, it's not about everybody in the diaspora. It's just about my experience with some of the people. And I got to do better with that as well as far as explaining who I'm talking about when I'm saying certain things. So please don't take nothing to heart. I love everybody. I just don't like being played. But with that being said, love y'all down to the ground. I'll catch y'all tomorrow morning.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew. The voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow.
My bad. I meant to say happy birthday. That's what I was doing. I'm sorry. Happy birthday, Pure Organic Tea. Thank you so much for all that you've done. Happy birthday. I'm so sorry y'all dropped some cakes in the chat for my girl. Please and thank you, drop some cakes. Love y'all down to the ground. Where's my birthday song? Where's my birthday song? I'm gonna drop the birthday song, girl. Yeah, but happy birthday to you, my love, and I will catch y'all on the next week.
Happy birthday.
gon' blaze.
It's the beef for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.